All right, we're live. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Wednesday nighttime stream. Ta-da! I'm live. I hit the button. Yay, the button. All right, thumbnail's basically the same as the daytime. We got these spectacular breaks going on. Looks like we're going to war, says Alex. What? No, not Alex. He was just a boy. All right, let's go put the keywords in. Scooby-Doo-Boo-Doo. What should we actually say? Hot giveaway slab. Hot giveaway. New manga break. Jumbo pack break. Final Fantasy. And more. Here's my contribution to the defeat of the Iran. What? You did it. What? I stand with Pokistan. Alright, so let's see. Scooby. Alright. We're gonna delete this. Delete this. Woo! Oh man. I did not get a lot of sleep last night. I'll not be getting a lot of sleep tonight either. I already know. Waking up bright and early. Scooby doo 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 doo. Scooby doo 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 doo. Did you see Tucker grilling the Zodiac Killer? Yeah. There we go. Yeah, I thought it was, I watched various clips of it. I thought it was really stupid from, like, both of them. Like, first of all, Tucker Carlson's strategies, I thought, were all sort of just to, I don't know, like, obfuscate the opponent. So, like, he used, like, clever tricks. I mean, that's what it looked like. It looked like Tucker Carlson's this real experienced, almost like trapster. Like, he starts out asking, do you know the population of, you know, Iran? And I was thinking to myself, I've got opinions on the world. I don't know the population of just about any country. But it made what's his name, Ted Cruz, look really stupid. But then later on, Ted Cruz goes on about the Bible and all that stuff too. And I'm just thinking, oh man, you just can't make it any worse for yourself either. And yeah, it was pretty stupid. I did watch pieces of that. I didn't watch the whole interview. But yeah, Tucker Carlson's weird, man. He's weird. And Ted Cruz is, you know, he's sort of like a traditional Christian conservative who uses the religion for politics. It was weird. The whole thing was weird. The whole thing made me uncomfortable. All right, let's see. Haha. Mr. Asmer for shipping, just one slab. Oh, okay, no problem. Me either. They are both strange. Yeah, Tucker Carlson's weird, man. I don't know how to feel about him. All right, let me click on this. Ta-da! And we'll click on this, and we'll lower the weight of these. Ready for those TCC not cult hoodies. We'll make a hoodie, it'll say TCC, and in parentheses, it'll say not a cult. Mister, you gonna have a housewarming party at your new mansion? Oh, did you see that? I shared a mansion in our Discord server that was in Texas, and it was for $1.2 million, and it's like this spectacular mansion. It was huge. It looked really good on the outside. It looked pretty good on the inside, too. So, you know, we're not going to buy that. It's just, man, it makes Texas look impressive to have those kind of homes at such an affordable price. It's pretty impressive. Let's see. Hey, what's up, Lurkin? This is probably the best season of Earth, though. Aliens got some good TV. That's right. We're in the final season of Earth. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's print this label. This music's playing on a loop, by the way. I like the Plants vs. Zombie music, so I don't even mind. We could definitely do worse than this. Can we zoom out any further? No. Do me a favor. How do I say friends in Spanish? I used to remember. Hombres or something? I know, I don't remember. Oh, man, I'm so tired. My brain's working on like 2% capacity right now. Dude, I got like 4 hours of sleep for like 3 days in a row now. Amigos, do me a favor, amigos. Smash that like button. Yes. That's such an easy word. All right. So this is going to say slab. Good. Not the final season. WTF. We're on the final season of Planet Earth. With the exciting conclusion. Religious fanatics using nuclear bombs on each other. Whoa, I love it. All right. Very good. We just bought $1,000 of postage. This is where 10 years ago, I was like, you know where I'm going to be in the future? I'm going to be, 10 years from now, I'm going to be spending $1,000 on postage. Hey, everyone, says Cody Hodges. So, guys, we do have a giveaway, and you guys are here first. Let's get you in there, into that giveaway. Here is the fish. Let's go ahead and set it up. Holy, I can feel the sleepiness. I'm extremely sleepy. Kind of sucks. Okay, just type in TCC. Let's get one or two of you guys in here. My most bestest besties in here. Do Scooby-Doo. This is 110 poker card. It's super rare, probably like pop 2 or 3 or something like that. All right, let's see. Looks like we're putting Andy Man on. What's up, Mr. Andy Man? All right, stick around. We're going to add more people to this. People who place a big order, I'm probably going to put you on here automatically. What's a big order? I don't know. Maybe like $100. Maybe less. Here is Miss Magus. It'll be relative. It'll be based on what everyone else is doing. Here's Empoleon. Here's Drowsy Toro Karuda from Koro Koro. Here is the Bandai Starters break. And Fur Alligator rare. All right, let's get that Fur Alligator in the Poke Shuffle. He's a solid pull. Drink some water, not soda water, and we'll perk you up a bit. What are you talking about? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have never drank fresh water and felt that I was not tired during a time period where I'm tired. Water doesn't make you go, oh, that's what I... And the comparison between soda water and water, virtually no difference for sleepiness. It's like if you broke your leg and you said, try an apple pie, not blueberry pie, for pain relief. What are you talking about, dude? All right, toss this over here for alligator. Not a blueberry pie. Blueberry pie is known. Here's... You're all getting doctors' names, titles next to your names. That's what I'm doing from now on. Here's Gangy. Look at that Gangy. Here's Glassly. Rawr. This is nice. I like this Mimikyu. It's 140. Let's get rid of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so he's gone. Karis and I were doing tons of research tonight as we continue to try to pinpoint a home. It's harder than you think. When you're allowed to go anywhere you want, it's harder to pick just one place. They're all good. But obviously we cannot really move until our homes are sold anyways. So we were just looking because we're not actually moving yet. Once those homes are sold, it's going to be a different story. We're going to be looking to purchase something. It will hydrate you and maintain energy levels. I'll tell you what will maintain energy levels. If I got some mother freaking sleep, dude. I gotta get some sleep. Here's this, and here's this, and here's this. Just eat an apple for energy. No apples. Here we are. No more eating. It's bedtime. All right. Turn those lights off. Turn them off. All right. Good. And in it goes. You know what? I don't think we've put in the box in a while. I don't think we've put a nice coin in the box in a while. Isn't gold and silver going to go to the moon with all these wars or something? Let's grab a random silver coin. What do we got here? Oh, that's not a silver coin. That's a Toro Karuda. What was I reaching for? How's it going, guys? Happy Wednesday. Sometimes known as Wensleydale. Well, let's just leave it up on the table. I can't get it back in the box. Can't reach it. Where are the coins? Is this it? Oh, that's a gold coin. Oh my god, I'm just going to pick the box up. I'm so annoyed now. I didn't want to have to do that. Oh, I see. Okay, hold on. I see. I was looking at the whole box wrong. Here we are. So that's 160, huh? Okay. Let's do 140 on it. $20 cheaper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. You can see how many empty packs we have. That's because I haven't been refilling the live customs. I haven't really been running into stuff I want to put into the live customs. But we got to put something in there. It's almost empty. Year of the Dragon. MS70 yellow. Okay. Air fry hot pocket. It's Wednesday, my dudes. It's Wednesday day. How you guys doing? Send those orders in if you guys would like to open something, or strike up a conversation if you'd like to strike up a conversation. This is our live Pokemon card shop where dreams are made or money is lost. We are. You know, there's many of these breaks are winner take all kind of situations, so we are. But not the booster pack break. You know, that one's really close. I don't know if I talk about that very often, but the Call of Legends almost done, everybody. Call of Legends has very little to it left. Okay, this Dodrio's on the table now. I don't think anyone's going to buy him because he's Dodrio. That's why they won't buy him, because they're racist toward Dodrio. Here's Milotic. Oh, that's a nice one. The Milotic's good. Here's Pikachu, electric type. Hey, Ben Rains. What's up, Ben? How's it going, man? This one's really good. I'm just surprised that one hasn't gone. I'm going to take a picture now. Okay. So we're starting out. I'm doing a little slab work here. Okay. Very nice. I'm heading to Arizona so I can goon in another state. What you doing over there? What you doing in Arizona? Vacation time? Visiting family? Okay, let me hit refresh. Saw your listing on eBay. Can be combined with orders from here? Yeah, absolutely. You just tell me what box or whatever slab you're trying to buy from eBay, and we'll go pull it down and just go grab it. It's right next to me. All the eBay slabs are right next to me. Which one were you thinking? Oh, yes. Dodrio, the flying type Pokemon. Yes, the flying type, running type Pokemon. Okay. Mr. Garrett, he ordered a box of this gem too. Woohoo! All right, may you pull an AR Umbreon. I'm visiting some family I haven't seen in a while. Ooh. Are you ready? Scooby-Doo, doo-doo-doo. All right. We got one whole box of Gem 2. That's right. Gem 2 is another one of those things that was added to the menu very recently. We've been through multiple cases of this. I am running low. It's a wonderful set because so many of the cards in here are going to be gradable in the long term, even if you don't do it right now. 5 years from now, all the holographic Umbreons from this set are still going to have some kind of value. Okay, you ready? Oh, speaking of which, stamped Umbreon, he's harder to pull. I was just thinking in general, it might be good to keep track of what's on the table through eBay if I can't watch the streams. Well, no, because they don't all go up on eBay. If you really want to keep track of what's up on the table, you got to join our Discord server. That's where they all go. eBay specifically gets the junky stuff. Let me show you. Look at this. See? Huh? So those are all pictures of the table there. All right. Those are all pictures of the table. There. Leafeon. That is in our Discord server. Whoa, Penny. Very nice. I think that's a good that's a good box. Don't go anywhere. That indoor cat, that outdoor cat is sleeping in our house right now. It's storming outside. He came up to our door and started meowing. So Karis let him in, and she's asleep, and he's sleeping right next to her. It's really funny. Look at this. He's like an indoor-outdoor cat at this point. Oh, look at that Eevee. Because we're ready to kidnap him when we move. He's an unusually good cat. Even I think it's a good cat. Just, you can pick him up, and he doesn't care. You can pick him up as much as you want. And he just seems really, I don't know, affectionate. I guess that's a good quality in a cat, huh? Okay. Why not have someone list slabs on eBay? Just list them a little higher on eBay so people can be taken to the stream. Well, that's kind of what we're doing. That's why there's a couple slabs up there. Many of the slabs you see sell right here on the table. We sell huge numbers of slabs every week. So I can't just relinquish all my slabs onto eBay. That'd be no good. Yeah. So you gave away your cats just to let another one in. No, we did. That wasn't the intention, Six. It was just weird timing. The neighbors got a brand new cats while we were letting our cats go, and this cat just decided it really liked Karis, and she kept giving him little bits of food, and now he chills around. But he's not really ours. He is an outdoor cat. So, but he's in right now because it's storming outside. But we joke about kidnapping him because he's so cute. It's very easy when the cat goes to the bathroom outside and leaves virtually no dirt inside. So, it's very easy. But we did let our cats go because I was having a problem with cat allergies and coughing. So, we joke about it, but I'm sure it won't happen. Here's this. You gotta let me joke. So here's Garrett Wixom. Just seems wrong. Ship him to me, mister. I'll ship him to you, Mr. PDX. What, the cat? All right, Garrett Wixom. Let's go grab your box. Mr. Garrett. Let's see. Garrett Wixom. Let's see. Mr. Garrett. All right. Look, that's right. We already got a new cat girlfriend, Six. We moved on quickly. We're evil. Here it is. Here it's not. Did you need a new bag? We're getting a new bag. Wait, did we check this box? We didn't check this box. All right, here's Graham. Yeah, new bag. Okay. I want the cat and mushroom in the same box. Oh, those foraged mushrooms, huh? I gotta say, the chanterelles don't have a strong flavor. They're kind of meaty. They're just like any mushroom, basically, but they don't have a strong flavor at all. They taste, if anything, they taste like the woods. Like moss and dirt and tree, and especially like tree. The other one, the dark trumpet, which is also a type of chanterelle. It's in the same family of mushroom. That thing has a really strong smell, and I don't know how to taste and smell. I don't know how to describe it, but it's like good. It's sort of like, how cilantro has a strong flavor, and it just tastes like it's definitely a plant, or mint, or oregano, or basil. Well, the dark truffle is kind of like that. It's dark trumpet. It's kind of like that. It has like this distinctive, earthy flavor. It's a good flavor. It's like aromatic. Hard to describe. Here, excuse me. It's like extra mushroomy. Garrett Wixom. The actual flesh of the mushroom is almost like... even the texture of the mushroom's interesting. It almost has like a dried mushroom texture. Like it's a mushroom, but it's like a bit more firm and chewy than a normal mushroom. And then the flavor is, it's like flowery, fruity, woodsy, mushroomy. Yeah, it's complicated. Hard to describe that one. It's a very, very interesting flavor. And it's very strong. And it's a good flavor. Like you go, oh, I'd do that again. Like if you had a whole pile of them, you'd start putting them in meals. There we are. Like I'd eat that with ramen every time. It's a really good flavor. My girlfriend and I have been talking about going mushroom hunting for the past year. Yeah. When Karis and I were younger, we actually did go mushroom hunting. We just had no success. And we would go out with a little baggie and I'd be like, let's go mushroom hunting. And the real reason we would do that is because when I was a kid, we did that as children. We went mushroom foraging as children. We were successful at it. We would go looking for morels and we'd actually find pretty large chunks of morels because there were so many of us. Imagine like 8 kids running in every direction, and you don't get lost because you can hear everyone from a distance. And yeah, you run into morels. You just get 8 little kids running around the forest, and people find morels. So we'd come back with a whole bag of them, and we'd cook them. So I never really forgot that. It was a fun activity when I was younger. And as an adult, it's very enjoyable. The real trick is having confidence that you're going to find something. I think the breakthrough point for us was looking for not morels, which are actually really kind of hard to identify, or not identify, but hard to see, but trying to find a mushroom that was like a bit more easy to find and just stumbling upon it. It really does matter that you look correctly for the right trees and stuff like that. So they don't grow. The chanterelles we're finding, they don't grow unless there's a tree nearby, and it's got to be like an oak tree. So if you see acorns on the floor, you know there could be a chanterelle nearby. Look at this. Call of Legends is close. Look up Paul Stammons. He is the leading expert on mushrooms. Sure, yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't eat any don't eat any wrong mushrooms, obviously. That can make you very sick, guys. So everyone warns you about this, so I'm sure you've already heard that. Here's 6 spots are in for the Call of Legends. 6 spots are in. Now, the reason that is so exciting for 6 spots to be in for the vintage break is that the 7th spot is already started right here. Call of Legends sublist. 2 more spots. So spot number 7 is almost in. I get morel in my backyard, search my wildlife, and now they are out back. Oh, that's so funny. Wacky shrooms. Yeah, don't get the wacky tobacco shrooms. All right, we have no orders in the queue. There's no orders in the queue. I'm going to go ahead and keep working on these slabs, everybody. So here is Cubone. I want to eat the cow poop mushrooms. Ew. You're gross, man. That ain't right. You ain't right. All right. So we're going to jump to the All Slabs channel and take another picture. Ooh, those are some nice slabs, don't you think? I actually really like the Torterra. Okay. Now we're making some progress. Adventure caps. Yeah, there's actually a lot of mushrooms that we don't touch and we don't eat. We've been using AI to help us with our mushroom hunting. So, you know, like Gemini and stuff like that, we ask it questions. Like the first time we went out, we actually mixed all the mushrooms together, and it warned us not to eat them because if a bad mushroom mixed with the good one, the spores crossed and you're going to get sick eating those spores. So stuff like that was probably pretty good advice. Although it was very sad because we really wanted to eat the first round of them. Okay, why? I recognize this. The Sneasel. Here's Dratini, Sneasel, Alakazam, Golduck, and Kieran. Very nice. Very nice. Pizza Shrooms. That's a nice Zapdos. PDX wants to see the Pokemon come off the cards. We are? Yeah, maybe he does. Check it out. That's the jumbo pack break. It's so large, we had to squeeze these on the side of the bag. That's how large it is. Beatrice is in there. We got 3 more spots in there for more people. That's a really full one. Okay. Ooh. Wow. Tight fit. Interesting. Didn't know that. Reindeer flying myth came from Siberians eating magic mushrooms after they saw reindeer eat them and tripped the F out. They did the same and said they would see the reindeer fly. What? Bro, you want to see reindeer fly? Gotta eat these mushrooms, bro. We are. All right, look at that Alakazam. That's interesting that mushrooms have that effect, though. You know, it's what the hell is a mushroom? You know, like what is it chemically made out of? It makes you wonder. All right, what's anything? Here's Princess Bubblegum. Ooh, I feel like that ought to go in the Poke Shuffle. That's such a nice slab. Let's get that in the Poke Shuffle. It's a great slab. Poke Shuffle is loaded with slabs, by the way. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, 6 of these. Good, good. I think we should take a minute and reassess our menu and see if the Final Fantasies have gone up or down or stayed the same. Interesting. Didn't know that. Okay, lovely. Happy Wednesday, everybody. I hope you're having a great Wednesday. It's now Thursday morning, technically. All right. So Steven, how are you tonight? Mr. Steven. He says 50 towards his Lutina. You got it, man. Slab away. This comes down to $720. Whew. Nice, man. You're going to do it, man. You're getting closer. You're really going to do it. You're going to finish it off. Look at all these wonderful slabs. Vintage Sneasel right here. Let's see. So what was I talking about? The Final Fantasy. Let's see what Final Fantasy it's going for. It went way up. It went way up. The Final Fantasy packs are even way more expensive. Holy man. How? Wow, that's crazy. Okay, wowee. So we will be having a change in price. That's nuts, dude. Should I restock? I don't even know if I want to restock. I'm kind of scared of it. I can restock now and hope they don't keep going up. So this Final Fantasy product shall be $110 now, up from $98. Supply and demand, that's what happens when you put out a popular set and you're not going to reprint it. That's what happens. People go nuts for it. By the way, we have that right here at the old price. Please enjoy it. So we've got Final Fantasy Break. Steven Gonzalez is in it. We need 4 more people for this to go off. Steven Gonzalez, Final Fantasy Break. 1 person gets 2 whole packs. Scary. Hey, Cody, supply and demand. How much is a collector booster? I'm good, mister. Interesting, didn't know that. Okay, I already read that. Scooby-Dee-Bum, Scooby-Dee-Bum. All right, I'm selling you my Charizards because we're besties. Hey, bestie. How about a sick-ass Pokey Gym Challenge break? Here we go. What we got? I got some special slabs. Snorlax, Gengar, Charizard, Tyranitar. Get the Tyranitar, huh? We also have other gym breaks, too. We got this little guy here. And we got this fancy guy over here. Whoa, Scarlet Violet box. Very nice. Magic is the new Fortnite, it seems. Does someone say Tyranitar? Here he is, Tyranitar. Hi, I'm Tyranitar, he says. Tag 10, Tyranitar. 079. All right. Scoop-a-doop-a-dee-boo. Okay. So, let's get them broken. New gym break. Oh, yeah. I start work in 8 hours. No! That sucks, man. Does it keep running until the chocobos are pulled? Well, I mean, I imagine if all of the chocobos were pulled, the value of the product could fall slightly. So, yeah, I would say that could definitely affect the value of the set. Maybe. I don't know, actually. I don't know how that would play out. How do you guys think that would play out? Maybe it would play out like me scratching my chinny chin chin. It's okay. I won't sleep for another 2 hours. What? Nah, bruh. Let's see what else we got. So, we additionally have Pokemon White and Pokemon Black. Oh. There's no price next to the Topps first movie. Does that mean you're out of it? Indeed it does. That is what it means. Okay, give me a minute. Scooby, Scooby, doopy, 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 Scooby, doopy, doopy, doopy. All right. out of 77. Last I heard, only 6 or 7 have been pulled. So more are ready to be pulled. What do we have? What do we have? We got all these beautiful cards. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Look at this. When it came out, when it launched, when we first received this product, we were running it at 96. It is now 110. It has gone up. Woo! 110. What? $3 One Piece OP12. Try that out. $2.5 Nikke. $6 Rocket. $4 Gem Pokemon. $10 Destined Rivals. 7.5 One Piece PRBO1 Japanese. These guys are $7 a piece. What do you guys think is the biggest flip on the menu? Let me ask you guys a question. Of all the sets, what set do you think has the biggest payout right now? Biggest payout. You got to have Paldea Evolved on that menu because the Magikarp just goes for 3,000. I don't know what to say. That's crazy. That's crazy. The Magikarp. Okay, here we are. Some weirdo told me Final Fantasy will crash. You know, stuff like that happens. I mean, it might pull back a little bit after people are less excited about it. But in general, if people were this excited at launch, it's not crashing that far. And over time, whatever it was that made it originally so exciting will stick around. And that will force the price higher over time. So I wouldn't bet on it crashing a whole bunch. Oh, why are the black and white so expensive? You guys should go back and open Rocket. Jesus. Ooh, Final Fantasy. Hey, we need a new challenge roll for people who pull this Magikarp right here. He's a big deal. He's a $3,000 card. That is a big deal. That makes him one of the best cards in the Scarlet Violet time period. Okay, you ready? So, number 10. This one's going to say... What should it say? What should the challenge name be? It could be Shinji Magikarp, or it could be Paldean Magikarp. I like Paldean better. Paldean Magikarp, pull one. Is it really 3K? It really. If you didn't catch that, I need to make a short about it. It's pretty insane. Pretty unbelievable. Paldean Magikarp. How about Paldea Magikarp? All right, Paldea Magikarp it is then. So it somehow sold for 3,000. Okay, so it's also sold a little cheaper recently. So check it out. 2.5, 2.8, 1.8. Somebody undersold. Somebody didn't know what he was doing. Marked down from 2.8. Here's a 2.7. 2.7. Marked down from 3,000. 2.59. 3,000 on June 15th. That was only 3 days ago. 2.5. 2.1, 2,000, 3,000, June 12th, 3,000. There you have it. That card is real crazy. That Magikarp, I guess he's probably valued at about 2.5 right now, maybe. That's up from 1.4 not too long ago, even a month ago. So he's worth probably around 2.4 right now. He's $1,000 more expensive. Holy, dude. Garchomp guy streamer said he's buying them all and not selling any, and that it's undervalued. I mean, it's a great card. I don't know if I'm like that. I don't know if I'd buy all of them. There's a point where there's sort of like a diminishing returns because as you start to try to gobble up the whole market, the prices just kind of skyrocket, and you're better off casting your line in different waters for a different fish. So, but yeah, if you pull this Magikarp out of our Paldean Evolved, you'll get the Paldea Magikarp roll now. We got all kinds of great rolls, guys. We're doing this because I think that people are enjoying it. So we got the new Mothman roll. Pull Kickstarter Mothman. You don't have to grade it 10. You just have to pull it. The grading part, it's too much. It's too much. Also, the Cutie Fly one's out. I think that one's lame. All right, so we got 1 of 1, pull a 1 of 1. Mothman, pull a Mothman. Paldea Magikarp, pull a Paldea Magikarp. pretty straightforward. It's like a bragging rights reminder for people who accomplish such crazy things in our stream. All right, look at that. Great stuff here. Let's go grab a pack of Metazoo right now. Lovely. Here's Metazoo. So this is Metazoo, and we are selling that Metazoo set at $45 a pack. I have a Magikarp, but it's far from a 10. Minecraft's base has chicken hockey, right? It might. I actually don't remember, to tell you the truth. I don't remember. If it does, then you can go after it through there. You can look it up, though. You should be able to look it up online. We also have Time to Mine, which might have chicken jockey in it. So there's Minecraft base and Minecraft Time to Mine. All right, some cool stuff right here, guys. This is good stuff. Delicious booster packs. Packs from heaven. From heaven. I'm telling you, this is what heaven tastes like. If you could eat it by opening it up out of booster packs. All right, we'll set this here. Let's see what's going on now. We're hitting refresh. Same here. Gregorio off-center and bad edges on the back. Mr. I sent a ZELLE. Nice. Okay, let me start here, though. Beatrice Monis says, can I please get a spot in the Tyranitar gem break? Yes, you can. Gem break it is. All right. Mr. I sent a ZELLE. I'm going to go check that ZELLE out. That's a good Tyranitar. Lovely card. Graded 10 by Tag. Very popular grading company right now. Beatrice, yeah. Beatrice is in. Jonathan Santiago. What's up, man? I'm going to say one. We got one person sitting in this Tyranitar. We need another person. $25 bind. Jonathan says 2 OP12, 2 Weiss Hololive Summer. Ooh. Weiss, huh? I noticed we have not been selling a lot of Weiss product recently. It's all been all about Pokemon, really. Pokemon and probably One Piece. If you love One Piece, you have to consider jumping into this break right here, the manga break. 3 people in already. Trust me, when this gets closer to the end, it will disappear in a fog of people buying up those spots. 2 Weiss Hololive Summers. It's Wensleydale, so you got a little bit of time before Friday. On Friday, people will be buying that up because they will get their paycheck. That's how it works, okay? Just so you know. There we go. It's a lovely slab. It's a difficult slab to pull. 1 in 13, just like the Vintage Gyarados, which is also up to 3 if you're paying attention to that. There it is. These are high-quality slabs, guys, that make your collection very sexy. Here we are. Now, you could just go open some one-piece packs. You could go try and open a vintage booster pack, but look at them. They're 10s, so it's nice. It's nice. Just a different way to spend your money on an RNG product. A booster pack is an RNG product. These are also RNG products, meaning you could pull a great big pull like this, or you might not pull much at all. All right. No English mangas? Question mark? No English mangas. Here we are. Here's a holo. If we did an English manga break, it could be 1 in 30 spots. It could be really, really high, okay? Just letting you know. I'm not opposed to that, by the way. It's just we are focusing on affordable mangas to get us started. A really big manga might attract some people, but I got to tell you something. It will not be 1 in 13. It'll be like 1 in 30. Here we are. All right, that's Jonathan. Ta-da! You got 2 girls. How to buy. What's up, Zula? Zula, it's really easy. You just send me money on PayPal. That's how you buy. Now, if you want to do that, head right over to the description of the YouTube live stream where you will see everything you need over there. So we just take money on PayPal. Don't have PayPal? Well, then we have CASHAPP. We have ZELLE. We have VENMO. We have crypto. We have an app called Weiss. You just send money straight over here. That's it. There's no website. There's no sign up. There's nothing like that. Real straightforward. All right, Zulu, you got to get Discord. You don't have to get the Discord. That's recommended, but you don't have to. To open packs and stuff like that, you don't have to do that. Okay, here we have an order from Alex, and he says Minecraft hobby. Okay, let's try for it. You know, Alex, there's one guy now who has the Minecraft chicken jockey roll. There you go. And it is our friend, Mr. Catnip. He has it. No one else seems to have it yet. Tossing this out. I'm in there. Nice. It's possible to pull the chicken jockey. He's real. He exists. He's just hard to pull. I might need to order some more Minecraft cards. I think there's a lot of interest in that chicken jockey roll because it's like a fun bragging rights roll. Hey, that's me. Hey, what's up, Mr. Catnip? You're the only one with that roll in Discord. Parrot. Rhymes with carrot. There we go. All right. Mr. Alex, what vintage packs do you have? Oh, I got them. I got vintage packs. I just don't price them up very often. I kind of been ignoring the vintage pack market for a little while and focusing on modern, because modern has been where some of the big moves are at. Like, for example, take that Magikarp jumping in value by $1,000. Well, I don't know if I need to be buying vintage packs. I need to be buying some Paldea Evolved so that we can open some packs in the future of Paldea Evolved, you know, with it being so valuable. Zubat 10. Hey, that's pretty rare. Zubat 10. This is the extremely rare Cardos vending set from Bandai. That's Bandai. And they printed this before even the Pokemon base set came out. That's how old this is. Cardos, Zubat. People don't talk enough about this. I call this the Game Boy Cardos set because it does have Game Boy on the back of it. Now, the cheapest Cardos, you'll notice this is the other Cardos. That's the Ken Sugimori Cardos. I call it that. And it's a different artwork, but you can see there's two different types. And here is the one we're talking about down here. It's a 9 and a 10 set. I click on that, and look, the Zubat's a 9, the Golbat's a 10, and they still want $470. Why is that? It's because these are exceptionally rare, and even people in Japan consider them hard to acquire, and they're highly desirable over there because there's genuine nostalgia over there. These artworks are actually from the Japanese version of the video game. It's one of my favorite one of my favorite cards in the hobby, one of my favorite sets, this beautiful Cardos set. So we have a Zubat. Obviously, Zubat's not Charizard. That's also why he's $170 rather than $10,000, but he's an interesting card. There he is. I just wanted to yap it up about him a little bit, give him a little bit of a punch there, because there's so many people still learning these cards, like this yellow Psyduck, Golduck. Here's Voltorb 9 from Hidden Legends, a vintage set, $20 for the 9. Perfect 10 mini stickers featuring Fuden. Yeah, his name's Fuden. He's got a spoon in his hand. He's going to eat some food. All right. Black Label. Look at that. Black Label Sanrio. Here's Muck. I'm about to muck. And that is the star card. It's already $5 off. That is the Quest sticker break. Here is Trapinch 10. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Aren't they technically the first cards? I've heard that they were the first Pokemon cards printed. I've heard that. I don't know if it's true for certain, because I've heard some people say, nuh-uh, but I've heard that. And even if they aren't first, which they could be, they are certainly almost first at the very least, having been printed in 1996, whereas the Pokemon base set came out in 1997. Okay, we took pictures of these slabs. This is going in the featured box. We have a box full of featured slabs. These are going over into the regular rotation box. Wow, we're doing very good here. Look at all these lovely, lovely slabs. So lovely. Ew, Mr. Diddy Mime. Not Mr. Diddy Mime. Here's PSA 9 Merlin 2 Meowth. You guys know the Merlin sticker packs? That is a 9 Meowth. Very fancy. These packs are very expensive to open, and they give off these cards that are exceptionally rare. Now, I'm surprised this one's not sold. Here are my thoughts on it. It's only $250. Someone's going to snatch that one up. That one, so like some of the slabs we put up on the table, I suspect have a much higher chance to sell. This is definitely in the upper quadrant, that one right there. It's a beautiful alt art. Here's the craziest part. It's from Sun and Moon. It's not even from Scarlet Violet. So this is an alt art from 2019. That was 6 years ago. So at $250, I mean, you know, a year from now, this could be $350, $450. You don't know. It's just a nice card. And Lucario is popular. Metal not as popular, but Lucario is popular. So maybe that's one of the impressive aspects of the tag team cards. Trafalgar Law. I actually haven't seen if that price is up to date. I need to test that one. Okay, Mr. Hoxton, he wants to have Voltorb, actually. Oh, very nice. So it's funny you would buy that because I feel like you just stole it from another guy, Ivan Rodriguez. He loves cards exactly like that one. Wait, where'd it go? Did I just put it over here? Hold on. You just moved it. That's what I thought. So let me begin by going over here and editing this. Voltorb sold. Okay, Voltorb sold, everybody. Where'd he go? Oh, my dear God. All right. Makes sense calling them Pocket Monsters and rebranded. Ah, there he is. At the very end of the world. Very back of the box. Ha. Move this bubble wrap out of my way. Good. Look at these beautiful slabs. Man, these are some nice slabs. I think here's the problem. I think that my slabs don't always include the ones everyone wants. Charizard, Gengar, Lugia. But you find some deals in there. You find some small things that aren't that bad. The problem, people are always buying up the good ones. That's the problem. So it's like the longer you wait, the fewer good ones are available. Like that Lucario I'm talking about. He's not bad. He really is not. I got a couple coins, Pokemon coins for sale. You might be interested in these if you haven't seen these guys. Eradicate. Pokemon Battle Coin, recently graded by NGC. Never mind this kind of dusty, ugly holder. Let's take this out of here. Look at that. Really shiny. Look at the holder. Whew. So the sleeve is just to keep this in really good condition. This is just graded, freshly graded by NGC. Sorry about that. Yeah, it was graded by NGC. And it's not cheap to grade these. I did the math. I paid a lot of money to grade them, actually. So you don't make a lot of money on these, except for on some of the good ones. Like this one, I'll make some money. Here's Mick. Here's Ivysaur. Goldeen, Golem. Look at that nice Bulbasaur. Nobody actually grabbed the Bulbasaur. I think that's because my price was too high on him at first, but we lowered him down to 140. Now he's in alignment with that Dratini. He'll probably sell. Here's a nice Ninetales as well. Yeah, I like the Ninetales a lot. Here's a Persian. Okay. Quit hodling all the good slabs. Here's Horsey and Machop. Here's... Wow, $20 is a steal. It is a vintage 9. It's not that bad, you know. We're just talking small numbers because, you know, maybe he was supposed to sell for $30. I don't know. But, you know, it's still nice if he's supposed to sell. Oh, look at that. A Ghastly. This is 75 here. Nidorino and Butt Free. Now, the same deal with the coins. As more time goes by, the choice coins get gobbled up. That would be like the Bulbasaur, the Bulbasaur, the Ivysaur, the Ninetales is definitely a choice coin. So the more popular ones will get snatched over time. So very nice, very nice, very nice, very nice. What else we got? We got some fresh slabs for you guys. Who likes fresh slabs? Ooh, that's not bad. Suicune. Dark Wheezing from Rocket Returns. Pristine 10. Machamp. Nidoran, Ho-Oh. Here's another one of these as a 9. I'll never sell those. These are really tough to sell because they're actually pretty pricey as a 9, and yet no one has the confidence to buy it, you know? So they just don't have the confidence. It's not going to happen. Those just rotate. All right, let's see if anything's going on. Let me hit refresh. I'm paying off my slab away coin next month. I'm excited. Nice, dude. So if you like short wait times, that's what we have right now. There's no orders in the queue. We're at the beginning of the Wednesday nighttime stream. There's a lot of stuff going on right now in the hobby for you to chase after some cards. We got Mothman Kickstarter there. You can get a roll for that on our group now. This is pretty tight right here. Look, Black, White, and Rocket is pretty freaking good. I like this lineup. The Monochromes, the Alt-Arts, a lot of good stuff in here. Haxorus AR, we saw that in the white box in today's short. We got PRB1, that was a restock. I need to restock it a second time, actually. Destined Rivals. By the way, nobody pulled a Mewtwo. You know there's a Mewtwo roll, right? So you pull this Rocket Mewtwo, there is a Mewtwo roll in our Discord server right now for that roll. Here's Gem 2. This is definitely one of my fastest selling products. It probably outsells every other Pokemon product. because everyone's after the exclusive AR Umbreon. And he could get pretty expensive over time. If you think about it, you know, maybe you don't like chasing after him when the packs are $4. What are you going to do when the packs are $6? And packs get to $7. It's going to suck. So if you want to chase after him, do it early. Here's Nikke and One Piece. And of course, the brand new set, Final Fantasy, cheap and affordable, only $110. Who wouldn't want a $110 Final Fantasy? But that's why we offer this break. $40 for 2 packs, 1 in 5 odds. We have Steven Gonzalez in there. He's waiting for more people to join. Very good, very good. Ooh, Dark Wheezing. Yes, Dark Wheezing. All right, let's see. Well, just a slow night. I guess that means I get to work on the slabs more. So here's Slow King. Look at that Slow King. Here's Portgas the Ace. We got Nido King and Umbreon. Ooh. By the way, that's a new thing. Do you have slabs that you want to get rid of? We actually help you sell your slabs now on commission. We're selling that for Mr. Team Rocket Grunt. I've sold probably a couple $1,000s worth of slabs for other people now right up on this table. So we can get your slabs sold. So look at this. I like this Nido King. We priced him at $100 back on $525. Why don't we test that and see if that was actually accurate? Where can I find a list of what's for sale, says Zula. Yeah, why don't I show you real fast, Mr. Zula, since we got a little free time here. I'm going to show you. All right. Give me a minute. Scooby-Dooby-Dooby. Not now. All right, so here it is. That's our stream, right? So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. Okay. And there's the everyone talking in the live chat. Let's go ahead and close the live chat. And now we are going to go ahead and open up the description. So there's the description. 23 likes. Smash that like button for me, guys. Let's get that up to about 50. Do me a favor. Smash that like button. Why don't we get it to 50? And we'll click on expand. So here you can see how to pay for stuff up here. Okay. So you got all kinds of options. PayPal, ZELLE, VENMO, CASHAPP, Weiss, SOLANA, Ethereum. Shipping. Shipping's real simple. In the United States, it's $9. But you don't got to ship right away. You can ship like months from now if you want. So your stuff can stay over here. That's how everyone kind of does it. Social media links, the secret menu. You can click on the secret menu for even more stuff for sale. And then down here, we come into all the booster packs and everything, like custom boosters, Poke Chinese, Poke Korean, Poke Japanese, Poke English, Poke Vintage, One Piece, Union Arena, Weiss English, Weiss Japanese, Final Fantasy, Star Wars, Magic the Gathering, Topps, other card set, card grading, slab away. So that's it. The menu and how to pay is all right here in the description. We don't have a website. You don't have to sign up for anything. It's just you make a direct payment. That's it. Very low tech. Very low tech. So, and that's a nice thing. We like it that way. We're going to say Karuta Slow King. Very nice. My screen just broke from how hard I smashed that like button. So here's a Slow King as a PSA 9, same card. But we've got the 10. So I feel like 100 is probably appropriate, but we're going to lower the price because it didn't sell. So we're going to make it 90. But after a certain point, I'm just going to list it on eBay because I think he belongs up there on eBay. It's Streamception. Look at the info. Actually, yeah, we're just going to put him straight to eBay. We're going to ask 100 for him. It just kind of makes sense, right? There's not one on eBay, so mine will be the only one on eBay. So why wait? Okay, let me take a nice little picture of this. It's Streamception. Why wait? Okay. Click. Okay, we got a picture of the front. Now we need a picture of the back. Click. All right, we got a picture of the front, picture of the back. Now, we'll go ahead and put this in that sleeve and put him away. So he's still for sale technically, but we put him up on eBay now. Ooh. Machamp seems like he could use a price readjustment and make sure that $200 is correct. Probably it is, because that's a rare card. Here's a PSA 10 Manectric from Ruby Sapphire. Not the Spanish type, the English type. Here's Umbreon. We found out Umbreon was correctly priced. Here is Coughing. Here is Cerulege, and Sleeveon. All right, we got an order over here from Christine. Give me a moment here, Miss Christine. Mister, ever think we'll run out of oil due to war? Probably not. Probably not. Christine says, hello, can I get 1 gem 2, 2 junk bags, and Korean Sniper Starbirth, Black Flame, and Fusion Art. 1 of each pack. Okay, so do I have an open box of gem? Yes, I do. Gem, and then 2 of the bulk packs, bulk boosters. 1, 2. Okay, you got your 2 packs here. And then Starbirth, Black Flame, Fusion Art. Yes. Yes. Korean cards are so nice. I like the affordability on the Korean cards. They're still a bit of fun, and they're much more affordable. Here's this. And lovely, lovely. Ooh. Would you die for Trump in an Iran war? I wouldn't die for anyone for a war. just not in my, not going to happen, I suppose. Here's Pirate. Let people who have something to prove do that, So if you're a young man and you have no stake, you have no wealth or anything like that, get out there and go fight a war for some old guy. And then when you come back, you get all the booty. Ooh. Unless you're in one of those wars where they don't give you any booty. Then I'd be like, I'm not fighting this war. Holy grandma. What a gilf. All right. So there's pack number 1. Oh, man. Glad you see coins came in, mister. No problem, man. Did you like them? Ooh, another Star Wars pack. The Fate of Anakin Skywalker. Ooh. Elementalist. Holy. Oops. Holy. Whoa, look at those cheeks. Okay, little Playboy, little A. Oh, look at that. Clash with Sebulba. Sebulba. All right, there it is. Very good. Ooh, so good. Scooby dooby dooby dooby. Scooby doo dooby dooby doo doo. How about you, Alex? Would you go fight that war? Steve. All right. Very nice. Here's this. We've got Flareon. I don't think the United States is looking to get involved in that way. I think probably what the United States is talking about doing is dropping those, bunker busting bombs on top of that supposed nuclear site to try and disable it. Cold. All right, we're picking up 1 Mew. Ta-da! Oh, Flareon. Thank you, Christine, keeping us a little busy. Very nice. Keeping us busy on a slow Wednesday. Let's see. It costs 50,000 to intercept 1 count, 1 missile. To intercept 1 missile? There we go. Man, it's expensive, dude. Wars are pricey. They're sort of like a test of how good your economy's been going. And you just kind of wish you didn't have to spend money on that. Where's that giveaway slab? We got a nice giveaway slab tonight. Here it is. Christine, you're going on. All right. Okay. There it is. Thanks for that. Okay. By the way, guys, when it is slow, that's a great time to do trades. It's a great time to do bag checks. It's a great bag sorts and stuff like that. So if you want to hire me to do a bag sort or hire me to grade some cards, plenty of time for that. It's a great time to donate cards to the Pokepot, to run the Pokepot and try to get that Pokepot roll in our Discord server. Where's our stupid, says 6? What are you talking about, 6? I love wars. Yay! Oh, here is Curlia from Tammy. Tammy has a Curlia. Here is Mask Grogerpon and Chargramelion and Pipichu. Pika! That's another card I would assume would sell pretty soon. Joker Pikachu. Can I see what slabs I have? I can't do that. I'd have to run off and go hunt down the slabs. I'd say, in general, when people request to see their slabs, I would say I probably would turn that request down. It's just because of how far away they are. So if you want to do a slab trade or you want to do something very important with the slab, I'll go grab it. But in general, if we're just, hey, let me see this, let me see that, I probably can show you your bag, but the slabs will probably leave them. Here we are. Just as a rule. It's too long. It's too far away, man. I'm not even joking. It's really far away. We get a new setup in the future where the slabs are in the next room instead of like a 5-minute walk. Can I see my bag? Yeah, we could probably do that. Let's take a quick look. 6. Here we have a 6 bag. I complain a lot about America have a lot of issues, but I'm still super spoiled here compared to some countries, if I'm honest with myself. Yeah, I did a lot of complaining like a couple years ago, and then I started shopping for a home outside of America, and I started learning about taxes in like Europe and stuff like that, and all of a sudden I was like, America. I was like, this ain't so bad. This ain't so bad at all. All right, there you have it, 6. You got some lovely cards here. Ta-da! Woohoo, thank you. The junk was fun. I viewed the daytime stream and saw I got lucky with the Final Fantasy and Magic the Gathering break. I was at work, so I couldn't view it live. What luck. Yeah, that was pretty lucky. We're actually running it a second time, so you have a chance to take everyone's card a second time if you're interested. Here it is. We have Mr. Steven Gonzalez in there. Is it just him? I think it's just him. So we're running that again if you get paid and decide you want to take another shot. All right, all right. I pay 40 PC tax in UK. Please let me in America. We really should. I was listening to real estate agents talk about how because of Trump's deportation policies, it's actually going to affect the rate we can build homes because there's a lot of skilled immigrant construction workers. And I thought to myself, I was like, that's kind of poor, isn't it? And so I felt like, I don't know why America doesn't just have like a work visa. You know, people should be able to come in here and work if they want to work. Especially in like we need homes. There's just not enough homes. So it's like it's a field that really could use more people working. And same with like the farming or whatever. They talk about that one a lot, the farming. There should just be worker visas. It should be easy to get a worker visa. And that doesn't mean full citizenship necessarily, but maybe it's like a step in the right direction, right? And instead we're just going to spend a whole bunch of money kicking everybody out just all of a sudden, like, and yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting thing. It almost seems like, and I'm not supposed to talk politics. I'm supposed to just talk cards, but it almost does seem a little racist, you know? It almost does, because it's like if they were just productive and they have to go anyways, it makes you question the law itself. Like the point of an immigration law is to be smart. And if people are coming in and being highly productive, well, then it's just smart to let them be highly productive. So you should have a law designed to let people come in and be highly productive. But if our law just states kick them all out if they came in illegally, then, you know, I guess that's the law. So you can follow that really strictly and strictly adhere to the laws and say, hey, we're a country of laws. But ultimately, we got housing crisis, housing shortages, and we just need more people. So, you know, other countries do this. Other countries bring people in. Even Japan's kind of doing that kind of stuff. Japan's bringing in foreign workers and giving them work visas. I don't know why we don't do that, why we don't consider that. I think we do. We have like we have like this type of worker visa for skilled tech workers, but we don't want it for other fields. It's all politics. I bet it's all politics. People probably don't want to feel like they're competing with foreign labor, pushing labor costs down and all this stuff. So I don't know. It's a big mess, isn't it? But it's a pity when you hear that kind of stuff, that we're building houses real fast and then now we're going to kick everyone out and now it's going to be real slow. It's like, oh, geez, dude. Carlos Suevo, One Piece Japanese OP9 ×4. I question if we're doing the smartest thing all the time. I feel like the government only has two ways of operating: really far to the left or really far to the right, and that's it. And nobody wants to be in between, because then they'll look weak or something. You know, they'll look like they're weak and they don't stand up or something. I don't know. Where's the nuance? Where's the nuance? That's my question. Where's the nuance? All right, here we are. Surprise, Montreal's poker card more than Pikachu. Montreal's. Oh, Moltres. Well, yeah, actually, that is surprising. But this is from the prestigious Yellow deck. From 1998. It's a bit older. This is the Silver deck Part 2. People don't know about it as much. He's also pretty low population. Watch, we can show this. Let's see. Grabbing this. I'm a landlord. You always need more of us. Let me in. Yeah. You're a landlord. We are. It's funny, man. Lord of the land. So this Pikachu, surprisingly, is only population 15. He's actually quite rare. So if you own this card, you own a card only 14 other people own. And I think it's a lovely card. I think it's definitely worth 145. And I think it has, at a price as low as 145, this Pikachu card definitely has room to grow. That's the way I'd look at that card. A card with room to grow. Okay, Carlos Sueva, what's up, man? Let's get this pack opened. Yeah, I guess the subject of immigration is a complex subject. It's not easy to talk about. It's not easy to please either side. And it's just such a mess. It's really sad. Here we are. All right. There's ample homes is called a housing market for a reason. That's why they created affordable housing, because they know it's a controlled market. It's not fair to people who are bad off or less fortunate or just don't make enough. Saved by Grace. I was literally... Oh, look at that. Nice. That's a nice Nami pull. Look at that, Carlos. You did good here. I was just talking about that in California because in the daytime stream, I talked about that. So I don't know if you were there, but I was talking about how I was doing all this research on shopping for homes in Texas, and they're just really cheap over there. Texas is really cheap. You can get a nice home in Texas for a pretty low amount of money. And you compare that to like California, where even a cheap shanty home is like almost $1 million or over $1 million, depending on where you're going. And I was trying to figure it out because I suddenly had this realization. I was like, wait a second. Texas is huge. California is huge. They're both gigantic states. They're really big states. Two of the biggest in the union. The two biggest, if you don't count Alaska, Alaska is mostly uninhabitable. California and Texas are habitable, so you can live in them. So you got these two huge states, and Texas is just building houses everywhere. California won't do it. That's why you guys can't buy a home. California won't let them build. It's really kind of... I mean, they talk about like solving the homeless problem. How about solving the building problem? How about solving the supply side problem of there's no homes? You know? And apparently it's not just the politicians' fault, but it's also the people who already live there who keep voting no to building new homes. And maybe that's because they don't want an increase in the supply unless that supply is going to be really expensive and maintain their property values. And to me, that's just messed up. That's like immoral, basically. When I hear about that kind of stuff, that's not the right thing at all. Carlos says, can I see what's in my bag? Hell yeah, dude. Let's see what's in your bag, man. All right, Mr. Carlos. We've got Ladybug, Dog. What is this guy? I guess he's closest to a lizard, isn't he? He makes me think of like a crocodile or a lizard. But he got a real ugly face. Boobies Girl, Other Boobies Girl, Olive Tree, Spider, Ladybug, 80s Alien, Furry Fire Chicken, and Hot Redhead Girl. There you go. That's your bag. There should always be areas for rich and poor. Some people are smarter and work harder than other people. Yeah, and that's true as well. So, you know, that's one of the things that maybe people who are more redistribution leaning, like socialism and communism, they're always trying to solve the problem of the rich and the poor. They're always trying to solve the wealth gap. And then they vote in the Communist Party of this, the Communist Party of that, right? Like Xi Jinping and all that, the Communist Party, the ruling party. Well, guess what? The wealth gap exists like crazy over there. They have a huge wealth gap. If you're in the ruling party, you're way above everyone else. It's massive. So you didn't solve the problem with communist leaders. They just make themselves wealthy. So there's this problem that just always seems to occur in human society of a wealth gap. And you do your best to stop the wealth gap from getting too large, but it's tough. It's tough to stop it. You can vote for socialism, and the socialists will find a way to get rich. You can vote for the communists will find a way to get rich. You can vote for capitalists. The capitalists will definitely get rich. It seems almost unavoidable. Oh, I thought I heard something outside. All right, let me take a picture of this We're going to take a picture of these slabs here, guys. Slow night. I'm declaring tonight a slow Wednesday night. We are having a slow night. Yeah, I would be happy to talk to you guys about anything you want, though. We could talk about geopolitics, what's happening in Iran. We could talk about the news. I mean, if we're not going to open Pokemon cards, we can talk about anything you guys want. That's the rules on this channel. Look at that. Moltres and Pikachu. These are fantastic cards. I've been away a while. What are these little crowns, mister? Hey, what's up, man? Those crowns, something YouTube implemented. Yeah, YouTube implemented something. All right, so let's get this guy in here. He's going in. I think he's a great slow week. Yeah, actually, I agree with you. The week's been a bit slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I agree with you. The week's been a little bit slow. Pokemon cards, though, have been hot. Everywhere I look, Pokemon cards are exploding in price. So I think it's pretty good out there. And so that gives me confidence. Sometimes it's a slow week and Pokemon cards are like slogging around too. But no, I think it's really good right now. People are probably just out of money. You go Pikachu. That really happens, you know. People run out of money and then the whole market has to slow down. That happens with everything. Like Walmart sales go down. Why does Walmart sales go down? Because people have less money to spend. They don't have any more money. So it's an interesting thing. Goods like Pokemon cards are constrained by how much people are able to earn. So, all right, let's see. Thanks for showing the list. Didn't see a list of vintage Pokemon packs, says Zulu. Hey, what's up, Zulu? We don't have a list for those. I sort of keep those in a little Pokemon bank reservoir to stop myself from selling through them, basically. And so what we do have, we have a vintage pack break. We often have a vintage pack break running, and you can join that pack break. Okay. You can join that pack break and have a shot at pulling some hot stuff. So let me show you what that looks like real fast. Here it is. Da-da-da. The Call of Legends booster pack is the current pack break. Call of Legends. What's going on in here? There's 10 cards. Well, pack break, everyone gets one card, and they get it randomly. So one guy gets the reverse holo, and one guy gets the rare card. You can join this break for $73. It's almost done. It's really close. It really is. So this break has 6 people in it now. There it is. There's 6 people in the Call of Legends break. Of course, we need 10, don't we? So there's 3 spots remaining. There's 4 spots remaining. That means 3 spots are for sale. And one of the spots is a $15 sublist over here. When this ends, I'll go reach for another vintage pack and get that open too. All right, I'm not the king now. Sometimes I occasionally sell vintage booster packs, but not very often. I almost always break them. Here's Ghastly. Ooh. We do have the box break, though. We always have a big box break. So if you'd like, you can join this Ancient Origins Vintage Box Break. $140 per pack. Comes out of a completely sealed box. That means no fooling around, no weighing packs, no pre-knowledge about what's been pulled and what hasn't been pulled. It's a great way to open up a pack or two of Ancient Origins without getting fooled by somebody on eBay. So that's our Ancient Origins break, and it's about a quarter done. That's pretty good timing because it didn't take very long for it to fill up by a quarter. So people are interested in that one for sure. Hail Chef J. Reef, may he rule us. The crowns are for the upper class. They're just better people. Oh my gosh. Thanks for showing the list. It just doesn't make sense to me. Yes, they are Cody. Oh, I'm getting XP for sending messages. Whoa, it's been a long time since I was here. Hey, what's up, Glitch? How's it going, man? Mr. Glitch, welcome on this slow Wednesday. Here's Jigglypuff. We got Jigglypuff. Here's, what is, oh, that's the Mega Break, the Mew Mega Break. We've got Ogerpon, Mask Ogerpon, and Malamar. Oh, that's a Hello Kitty break. No, we don't have anyone in there. $35 to jump into that pristine Hello Kitty break. And, oh my gosh, look at that Suicune. Kind of pricey, though, don't you think? 65, huh? All right, let me take a picture of this for the All Slabs June channel. All right, we got a picture of this. You can go shopping for our slabs in Discord because I'm taking pictures of them. This one really ought to be in the featured channel. All right, Jigglypuff's in the feature channel now. Good. Ugh. There we go. Very nice. Mole Peasants. Is Igglybuff or Jigglypuff the cutest Pokemon? What do you guys think? Who do you think is the cutest Pokemon? Take a quick look at some of these great booster packs we have for sale. We've got the Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering Metazoo Kickstarter PRB1. Here's Rocket. Here's White Flame. Here, White Flare. Here's Black Bolt. Nikke Korean. It's a unique set. Here's One Piece OP12. Gem 2. And Team Rocket Destined Rivals. Those are all available right now on the menu. We have a lot of high-quality stock. Stuff that came out of fresh cases. Let's see, what do we do next? We probably grab a couple more slabs, to be honest with you. We're just going to keep rotating these slabs. Okay. I like Biden now, number 3 and dying off. Ooh, Covenant Jackal for just $18. Nidoran 10, that's nice. Chikorita 10 from Hidden Legends. Here's Decidueye 10, Mudkip 9, and Electric type Sealdos. Ooh, fancy. Okay, wow, dude, we got a really big order from Matthew Bigos. $500 order coming in. Is this a slab away payment? Let's see what this is. Matthew Bigos, he says, I'll take a box of Destined Rivals and a $145 Pikachu Joker card. Okay, I just put that in the live custom, but since it's a slow night, I will pull that back out for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There it is. So this should be blank. Good. Okay, let's go ahead and undo these. My wife would end me if I started collecting cards with cartoon women. My wife would end me. Here we are. All right. Honey, what are these? It's an investment. Here we are. You think I've made girlfriends and wives really unhappy? I wonder how many girlfriends and wives I've upset. Not on purpose, obviously. Matthew Bigos. Mr. Matthew. Thank you for the huge order, Mr. Matthew. You're making my night. Let's get you on that giveaway slab, man. I've definitely made some girlfriends pissed. See, that Pikachu was probably one of the higher quality cards you could buy on the table, and now it's gone. So what else is a high quality slab? You know, you got to wonder. This Chikorita for 35 almost seems too cheap. 35 it should be like 60 or something. I'm gonna set that to the side for the moment. Here is a nice Decidueye. Yeah, Umbreon 9. You pick through some of these. You know, probably a card like this just listed up on eBay or something, or maybe a host like a gym break on it. That'd be fun. We can do gym breaks where a card can be turned into like an RNG product, split in half. Okay, so one whole box of Team Rocket. I'll be right back, guys. One whole box. Be right back. This is a fantastic set to open, by the way. Destined Rivals, I can almost guarantee you guys this set's going up in price. This one right here, it was expensive at launch. Never fell in price. Here it is. This set's going to be popular. It's too cool for school. It's a Team Rocket set. What? 57 months? Only 57 months? You're like a stranger. All right, snip this. Have to use those. Good. A trail of broken marriages in your wake, sponsored by the Divorce Solicitors Consortium. This pair of scissors right here has cut the band between man and wife for many people. I'm dangerous. Look at me. No. I want a divorce. Honey, I'm investing. I sent my order. Ooh, very nice. All right, so here goes Matthew Bigos. Snip of that. Oh my gosh, the shiny Zard cut. No. I'd have all my personal slabs really well understood and then compare them against the market and red price some of them. The ones that I think are decent. Like, I have to know what the market's doing with the same card in order to determine if I want to red price it. It is. Okay. Okay. Very good. Because I know there's guys out there who are interested in new slabs. Oops. Tossing this. Mr. Matthew. Here goes. Oh. Grimer. Wow. We've got Team Rockets Persian. Okay. Very good. Torchic. This is the best. I don't think I've opened a better set than this. Hippodon. He's a hippo. Gore Abyss. Oh, picking up Eradicate. Yeah. Okay, that's a lot of nuts. There it goes. Okay, freaking Eradicate. Mastiff. Breloom. Oh. Breloom makes me think of that Luigi guy now. Yikes. Here's Metagross. I don't want to have to think about that when I see Breloom. Here's Team Rockets Giovanni. He's looking sharp, bro. He looks like he's probably in his 40s. He's got a little bit of receding hair, but it's still looking pretty good. And he's got a devilish look, man. That's the guy they write about in the smut books. He had jet black hair and dark eyes. All right, here we are. Here's Sudowoodo. I like turtles. That's a nice Persian. Zubat. Here's Small of the Olive. There you are. That's Ash's dad. You never know. I think Mr. Mime is Ash's dad, to be honest. That's why he's so in tune with the other Pokemon. Hydrapple, very neat concept. I actually think this Pokemon is better than what we originally got with the Apple Pokemon. Here's Cetatan. Yeah, Hydrapple is a cool concept. Cetatan. I don't know about Cetatan, though. Mudbray, Skarmory, Zeraora. Last pack of the first half of the box. Oh man, the Hydrapple. Mr. Mime loves Ash's mom. He apparently does. Doobie 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 doo doobie doo. Scoopy doobie doo. Okay. You guys, have you seen those new AI videos coming out? The AI memes where it's like at a higher level now where you almost can't tell the difference between reality. It is. People are starting to make memes of like situations happening. Maybe like a coffee being handed to a cop. And the guy says, "Here's your black coffee, officer." Black. He pulls a gun out, shoots the coffee. So you got people making skits like that. Skits, I guess that's the right word, a clip or a skit. They're making skits out of AI, where it's an AI, like, human person. It's not a cartoon. It actually looks like real life. And it's getting close, man. It's getting... one more upgrade, and you're not going to be able to tell the difference between the illusion and reality. That's how close it's getting. The AI skits are so close to looking like the real thing, it can fool you at first. Here we are. Like I flipped open my TikTok one time and scrolled once, and it was a news report about the U.S. and Canada starting a fight, and turned out it was fake. I was like, what the hell? My eyes didn't catch it at first, but after seeing it a little longer, I was like, oh, that's not right. It's very close. I'm getting nonstop AI ads. Oh, right. Yeah, I get those too. I'm your girlfriend and I can do anything, or something like that. You know what I mean? Those are you lonely? Are you guys getting those? I'm getting flooded with those. Hi, my name's Rebecca. I'm your personal AI assistant. I'm super I'm super private or something like that. I'm super private. Everything you tell me is private forever. Tell me what to do. Those type and a lot of others. Yeah, models are using AI now for quick turnaround on showing off clothes. Crazy, man. Team Rocket's Giovanni is going to be your SIR poll. Not as good as... Now, wait a second. Yeah, it's a double gold star. Yeah, double gold star down there. That's your SAR poll, or SIR, whatever you want to call it. Very nice, but I would have preferred probably the Rockets Mewtwo. Maybe there's still time for that. We're also looking for one more AR to pop out, maybe 2 more ARs. Still time for that Houndoom to show up. What do you think? What's the most popular AR in this set? Definitely the Misty Psyduck. After that, what do you think it is? Here's Ponyta. Here's Electivire. What the hell? AI waifu ads. Oh, yeah. Non-stop. All day, all night. I ain't been getting ones like that, mister. What you been Googling? I don't know if it's what I'm Googling. They must figure me out. They must know I'm like some guy who likes looking at girls or something. I don't know. But they give me those ads all the time. And I've never in my life bothered purchasing something like that. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. But I bet they wouldn't push those ads so hard if no one was buying them. So somebody's buying those AI, whatever they are, and talking to them and telling them, show me your boobies, I guess, is probably what they're telling them to do. And why would you buy that, not a Pokemon card? You buy a Pokemon card, man. Forget about the AI crap. But you know what I have done recently? Here it is, AR Kangaskhan. Very nice. So you got the Team Rocket's Nidoking popping up. That's not bad. Could we get one more AR, you think? Recently, I've made a big change. I used to use ChatGPT for thinking about things. Now I have that, DeepSeek, Gemini, and Grok. And what I'll do is I'll write up like a question or an idea, and then I'll pass it through all 4 of them and compare their answers. There you are. Here's Ogre Pond. So like I can ask a question, where in America will the houses absolutely appreciate the most, disregarding any other variable? And then I can pass that through all of them, and they do some reasoning, and they try to tell me where they think the big house price changes will take effect. Okay, that's for our friend Mr. Matthew Bigos. Thank you so much, Matthew, for keeping the night special. Kangaskhan, Nidoking, Electivire, Team Rocket, Giovanni, Dundozo, Arboliva, Ho-Oh, Sedatan, Hydrapple, Team Rocket, Giovanni, Metagross, Raticate, Garchomp, and Persian. You know what's sad, Mr. Matthew? Here's what's sad. When I started this channel like 6 years ago, these booster packs would have cost either $4 a pack or $5 a pack. And I still would have made the same profit margin. No difference in the profit margin. The Pokemon market has gotten so expensive. Maybe it's a sign of the times. Maybe it shows how much money people really have. Like maybe people all have good income or something. Maybe it's a sign of inflation, right? Like maybe 6 years ago you made $7 at McDonald's. Maybe you make $15 now. I don't know. But yeah, it's kind of crazy selling a whole box at $10 a pack. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel normal. Times have changed for Pokemon. Do you think you'll ever go back, guys, or you think this is the new normal? Because ever since that Magikarp from Paldea Evolved hit like $1,500, I have never seen Scarlet Violet packs go below like $9 a pack or $8 a pack in a long time. This is just what you pay now. Like the major card shops are charging really high prices now. They don't return their prices to the old pricing scheme. All right, Mr. Matthew. Let's see, Matthew with an M. I need a new bag. Hell yeah, dude. Let's get you that new bag. Forgot to add that. No problem. Glad I noticed. I thought your round, by the way, wasn't bad. You ultimately got an SIR, and those don't show up in every booster box, okay? So you actually did pretty decent here with the Giovanni Altart. The question is, does that translate into collectors paying big bucks for him? I feel like there's a lot of Giovanni cards And I don't know if that one stands out enough. I feel like you really need to pull one of the alt-art Pokemons from this booster box set. Here you go, Mr. Matthew. I definitely think this box could have been better. And maybe the next one will be. This is a fresh case, by the way. First box of a fresh case, just so you know, guys. I have a tradition, Juneteenth dinner night. Juneteenth, am I invited? We are. The Four Wise Men of AI. Yeah, exactly. Well, this is very interesting to do because you get slightly different answers from different AI robots. And it helps you think, man. It helps you think. It's all I do now. It's all I do. I just sit down doing that all day long. Whatever I'm working on, I just pass it through that. Doesn't matter what I'm doing anymore. Here's checklist. Here's Dratini. Look at that Dratini. It's like having someone else. It's like having a some sort of council. Next up, Arturo Perez. For the Hello Kitty Gym Break. Ooh, there it is. Hello Kitty Gym Break. Arturo's in there. Who's going to join? So that Arturo can see who pulls it. By the way, he's not the only one waiting for a gym break to go off. Beatrice is in one as well. Let me show you guys real fast. So there it is. Arturo is in. He needs one other person to join. That's a gym break. Gym breaks are breaks that only require one person. So here's the other one. This one has Beatrice in it. It's a Pokemon card. So there it is. Tyranitar and Hello Schmitty. Okay. Hey, what's up, Mr. CC? How's it going tonight? All right, that's it. We have an empty queue. There's nobody in the queue. Bit of a slow Wednesday night. But, you know, it's a nice thing. I'll tell you why. Because when the night's slow like this, you definitely get more conversation. And if you do decide to buy something, you don't have to wait 30 minutes. You don't have to wait an hour. Here's Juggernaut. Here's Palmot. Here's Magnemite. And here's Jolteon. Ooh, those are nice, man. We got a lot of nice cards. Heart of the Goon, guide me. Heart of the Goon. Too funny, man. That Magnemite's a 10. Are any of these... So this is from 425. Let's get a price upgrade on this guy. He's Roaring Moon, huh? There's no way that thing costs anything. PSA 10. Roaring Moon. 100. Doo-doo. Scoop-a-doo-doo-bee-doo-bee. Scoop-a-doo-bee-doo-bee. So this is like $20. 20? What? I took my 5-hour nap after a nice steak. Worth it. Dang, dude. Staking about. Raising the stakes. Alright, this card might sell just because it's so unusually affordable. So that is a Roaring Skies. Roaring Moon. Not a Roaring Skies. That is a Roaring Moon for 20 bucks for a 10. Crazy. Hey, what's up, Mr. Troy? Okay, how about this Magnemite Cardos? Let's reprice him real fast. All right, the Tyranitar break has gone off. Don't try to join that. Mr. Gabriel. Grabbing this. Oh, that's this one. Okay. Joining the Tyranitar back here. Skoo-skoo-dooby-dooby-dooby buns. All right, Beatrice, this is going off. The Roaring Moon did not need to be graded. Lol. Yeah. I think we sold a couple of those, though, you know. Those were nice little cards. Here it is. You say that, but, you know, 20 years from now, people will be like, oh, man, he's got a 10 Roaring Moon. Or maybe it'll take 30 years. Who knows? Okay, you ready? Here goes. Beatrice on 1. Oh, an energy card. Not bad. Gabriel. Oh, that's a strong card, Tyranitar. Ah, he's got you, Beatrice. Goes to our friend, Mr. Gabriel Tree. Now, next round. Okay, you ready? Here goes. Round number 2. Spied Ops, not bad, not bad. Not super strong. Ah, he's got you. He's got you. He got both rounds very quickly. Gabriel, you are taking the Tyranitar tonight. May no one draw Clam Pearl. There needs to be more Clam Pearls in the deck. That's what I'm thinking. Remember, that's a deck that you guys actually control. You guys decide what goes in and out of it by simply donating cards to it. Okay. Well, we are moving some of these slabs tonight for sure. This updates to that. This updates to that. Having a little tough time there. Cool, cool, cool. Time for Night Rain. Gonna beat the final boss. The Night Rain final boss. Oh, right. I downloaded that. I bought it and downloaded it. And I'm not so sure I liked it. I don't think I did. I think I found it slightly boring. Here's a lovely Entei. Here's a vintage Skyridge Fortress 10. Pikachu break. If you want to take your shot at the Crown Pikachu. And that is Poker Oshawott. All right. It's a super slow night tonight for some reason. Let's go ahead and grab... How about a new break? We just finished a break. We better get a new one, huh? So, I'm thinking maybe... Could do this guy next. That's a big break. Where's Oscar? I want my best of 3. Best of 3. Okay, let's see. Tag 10. VMAX. Climax. Charizard. Charizards. He's number 187. Let's plug that in. Boy, I did not get enough sleep, man. Let's try typing this in differently. I'd be surprised if there is no tag version of this. VMAX, Climax, Charizard, 187. Oh, there really is not one graded by tag. That's cool. Okay, let's try PSA then. There probably is one graded by it, but it's just not for sale. All right, I got a price in mind. This one's a really lovely one. It might go pretty fast, actually. Oops. Scoo-doo-doo-be-doo. Wow, this card could actually just go into the Poke Shuffle. That really makes me think, you know. This card ought to just go in the Poke Shuffle. Why are we putting it here? It doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make sense. All right. Well, I'm going to do it anyways, just for fun. Because I've already got it this far. Might as well. All right. Alvaro Molina, 25, Lost Abyss, Korean, please. I don't know if my bag is still there. It was small. I think, thanks, mister. Good to be back. Alvaro, what's up, man? So you would like the Lost Abyss. Oh, very nice set. We have an open box of it. Okay, here it is. All right. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. We would have 24. We would have 24. That is ridiculous. All right, let me go get another one. The Seismotoad is a nice card. Yeah, he's cool, man. I like him. Here we are, here we are. Oh yeah, there's an Altart Giratina in here worth a lot of money. I saw a video earlier about PSA sending somebody back a Charizard that wasn't the one they submitted. I heard about that. They sent back one that was better than the one they submitted, right? But that means someone else got screwed. Isn't that true? Okay. Is there a way for... Is the giveaway for any of us? Because how will he give it to us if he doesn't know our address? Yeah, it's for you. You can join the giveaway. It is. How many did I have here? Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Oh, 25. There it is, 25. Welcome back, Alvaro Molina. Where you been all this time, man? I've been waiting for you. Waiting for my bestie. Let's get him into this giveaway, Mr. Alvaro Molina. Also, let's get Beatrice. Let's get Arturo. Everyone who bought stuff, because it's another slow day. I want these guys getting in there. Ready? Just working? You can email him your address and he can send. I think you'll need to order a round of shipping. You still got to pay for shipping. All right, ready? Here goes. Ooh. Trust me, guys, it's a good idea to have that rule about the shipping. I know it sounds silly. It's like $9. Not really a big amount of money at all. But it's a very good idea. Let me explain. If they can't pay for shipping, that virtually wipes out all kids. That shipping rule wipes out all kids. All kids are out of the giveaway. They're not really supposed to be in it anyways. It's just for people who are full-grown adults who are allowed to hand out their shipping address. Kids are not allowed to do that. Second of all, it does wipe out another certain group that does not want to pay a lot of money to have the card shipped overseas. And I'm talking about places that might just be clicking through YouTube channels looking for giveaways, no other reason. So that is the other reason for that rule. Ready? Here goes. All right. Because that is a real thing. So we want it to be real people in our community who are adults. That is the target. Okay, so we got this. Yeah. All right. And been doing this a long time. All right. Good. Tossing this over here. Ready? Oh, you got the Berserker. That's the good one, maybe. Someone battled me for the Hello Kitty slab. Mr. Alex is in a break for the Hello Kitty slab. It's a, what was it, 35? It's the $35. Oh, that sucks. You got the calculator kid. I don't know what he's doing here. Yeah, that's your hit. God, it sucks, dude. It sucks. Where's the Giratina? Here's Drapion. They're draping me! They're draping my wallet. Freaking Pokemon, man. Freaking Pokemon. They give us some stinky trainer with the character holding a calculator. That's punishment, man. Okay, here's Pterodactyl. And a cold one. Not the gumdrop buttons. Here's a cold one. All right. What's the set called again? It's called Shrek 2. Lost a Bussy. 35 to get into the Hello Kitty battle. Yes, Mr. A. Perez has joined a gym break, for a very nice Hello Kitty card. Even if you do not want it, you should join anyways, please. There we go. All right. You can give the Hello Kitty card to your girlfriend, and she'll be like, are you spending money again? There it is. So we've got one person in here. Right, yes, good. Now, this is for you, Alvaro Molina. Alvaro, nice to have you back, man. All right. You've got to start trying to get more sleep. Your brain's starting to glitch out. Oh, yeah, definitely. I will be missing some more sleep tonight, and then I think tomorrow I'll get good sleep. So, all right. Avero. Molina. More money, more problems. There it is. I've watched so much Lost Abyss Open and no Tina at all. That explains to you why the actual PSA 10 alt can command such unusually high prices. You know, it's a modern card. Oh, they printed too much. They printed too much. Yeah, but the chases are so hard to actually obtain. Okay, let's see what we got back here. $15 Marceline from Adventure Time. That's Weiss Schwartz, by the way. Weiss Schwartz. It's a Weiss Schwartz card. Prestigious Weiss Schwartz. Here's Princess Boo Boo Gum. Japanese Tina is like $850, $900 right now, which isn't bad. No, it's pretty pricey, actually. That is pricey as hell, man. Because they printed a lot of that. It's much harder to pull them out of the English version. Oh, look, we got 2 of those up there. May the Schwartz be with you. Ramen. Here's Dominic Gonzalez. Am I doing this right? Yes, Dominic Gonzalez. 10 of the EV Heroes Korean packs. You know, those used to be really cheap in the past. They got expensive over time. Okay, so these are 3 of them. Hello Kitty slabs increase your alpha status. That's true. That's true. Arturo told me that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So, Mr. Arturo, give us your political analysis of the current situation in the Middle East. Yeah. We want to know Mr. Arturo's take on it all. Here it is. Oops. Scoop-a-doop-doobie. Scoop-a-doop-be-doo. There we go. Good luck. Really? Didn't some guy pull it? Puzzles, yes. It was graded 10. Sneep. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oops. 10 EV Spleros. Ready? Go! I gotta open these as fast as possible. You got 1 Leafeon. 1 Flareon. Make love, not war. Damn it, Arturo. Make love, not war. Here's a holo. Here's a non-holo. Here's Vaporeon. How do you think this will affect the bonds markets, though? Here's... Should I invest in oil? And... There you go. And this guy. Ta-da! That's for Dominic Gonzalez. No major hit coming out of those EV Heroes this time. Sorry, man. Hola. What? Hola. Let's see. We're looking for Dominic. He's probably in here. Here it is. Ow. Scooba-dooba-dooba-doo. Okay, good. Mister got to get La Papusa. La Boo-Boos? No, not La Poo-Poos. Let's take a picture of these slabs now. They're coming down. They've had their turn. They've had their run. Their time is up. All right. That was fun. I got itchy chin. Look at all these nice slabs. So many. We've got, what's of him over here? We got Geodude. The Mask, Haunchy Crow, Lugia Rises, and Ho-Oh. Nice stuff. Very cool. There it is. We have no orders in the queue. Slow Wednesday. I dubbed this Wednesday the slow one. Here's Charizard. Here's Hello Kitty Cat. How about some giveaway spots, huh? Maybe we'll run this 3 times because we're going to fill this list up. We're having a slow week. Here's Gabriel Enriquez. Gabriel Enriquez. Oh, also, Dominic. Okay, number 17 is going to be Reflex. Okay, 3 more. Let's just roll them here. 1, 2, 3. All right, now let's go ahead and grab our dice. No can do, Dodio. Landing on 17, that's Reflex. Reflex, you got round number 2. Ska-dooby-dooby-dooby-doo. How do we do this? So I'm going to do one more round on this lovely cool fish. He's a PSA 10. He's an expensive card. We can run it 3 times, right? I think in the past we would have ran it 5 times, actually, but we'll just run it 3 times, I think, and stop there. By the way, if you have any cards that you do not want into your bag, consider donating them to the Pokepod. You can place them in there and we'll roll dice for you. There we go. And see if you can get 4 of a kind on those dice. Okay, so this is going to say 1, Chris, Abruzzo. Number 2 is going to be Reflex. All right, we're going to get number 3 in and call it a day. Number 3. Woo-wee, man. What a night, what a night, what a night. Let's talk about the hot sets. So we showed off some of the sets already. We showed off that we got Destined Rivals. Excellent. There's a Mewtwo roll to pick up in our Discord server if you pull them out of there. Gem 2, we got One Piece, Nikke, Black and White, very nice. A Pokemon Rocket, we got PRB1, Metazoo. There is a Metazoo roll if you pull Mothman. By the way, Mothman sold recently for like $800. It's an $800 card, just that one card. And then this is Final Fantasy for $110. A booster pack is absolutely nuts. All right, I'm going to choose some choice packs off the menu because I think there's some packs you guys got to see. So this is one of my favorites. And actually, I need to update this because I don't even know if the price is accurate. The price might be too low. So we need to see if the price has jumped on this. Let's see. You want to go find that card out of my bag to donate to the pot? Hold on, we're going to click this. That card out of your bag. What are you talking about? Final Fantasy Opus 1 box. So the question is, how cheap does this box get? That's German. Is this one German? That one's English. Is that right? Let's see. All right, Mr. Sung In Jang just placed an order. Very nice. Okay, yep, it looks like the price on that box is fine. It's a replaceable box. It's really interesting. Let's go take care of that order. How about that short wait time, Mr. Sung In Jang? He says he'll take 5 of the Korean heroes. Yes, sir. Let's get you 5 Korean heroes. Okay. That one card. This is really good. This is Final Fantasy Opus 1. Sort of like the base set of Final Fantasy cards. And it's at a pretty affordable $15 price. What you want to do out of here is you want to pull, there's like Tifa, there's Sephiroth, there's Cloud, there's Lightning, there's more. And you want to pull one of those cards holographic out of here and get it graded. They can sell for like over $100 easily. Some just plain hollow cards can sell for a lot of money out of that set. So that's a really cool one. I'd like to see more people give that set a shot. I wish we had opened more of it over time, but really people didn't open that much. I'm Korean, so hopefully it'll work out. Oh yes, okay. So you're playing from the home turf. All right, the advantage. Woohoo! 18 months. Love it here. Oh, thanks, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there it is. Playing in the home stadium. Okay, here goes. Okay. I have a supplier right now in Korea, and he has been very nice to me. He's very gentleman-y. He's polite, and he's helpful. There's that. I'd like to find... Ah! It did help! Look at that! Wow! Nice Glaceon Alt in 5 packs, guys. That's a flip. Glaceon Alt in 5 packs is definitely a flip. That's so funny. You know why it's such a funny thing? Because you were saying, hey, maybe I'll have a better advantage on it too. And you did. Wow. Very cool. All right. I love to see that. Okay, so I can't remember if you had a bag. Nice. I wanted that card. Who doesn't want that card? It's a nice card, man. Juan Diaz, Justin. New bag in this case. Maybe it's a new bag. Sniped it very well. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying the snipe came out. The mega snipe. Okay. Ooh. Pop this into a fresh bag for you. Okay. I already have a bag. Why didn't I see it? Oh, because I'm looking in the JUs. Did I mention I'm very tired? I was wondering. I thought you had a bag because I knew I didn't feel like I had shipped you yet. Yes, I'm very tired right now. Like tripping balls kind of tired. Here we are. Oh. And now you have this in your bag. How nice is that? Okay, good. Machamp, 50 bucks. Ooh, this is a fancy one. So it's important to make note that this is actually a green label, which makes them super rare. So that is, it says right there, third print is referring to that green label. I know it sounds like a stupid little thing, but people really do care about this. Like, there are Topps collectors where they want the black label, blue label, red label, and green label. Well, guess what? The green label is really hard to get. So there it is right there. Okay. I remember that card because I never graded him with a PSA, by the way. Gabriel says he'll try 2 of those Opus 1s. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, so there's a lot of excitement right now for the Final Fantasy brand. You might as well open up some old Final Fantasy. Why not? I need them shipped to Australia so you can keep most of the cards anyways. Nice. Well, when it's time to do some shipping, we can do that. We can investigate the bag and remove any bulk-like cards to make the shipping cheaper. We'll do a smart investigation of that. All right, guys, you're getting a treat because you're getting to see not 1, but 2 of these Opus 1 packs, which I am sort of advertising because more people need to know about this. Evoker, there it is. You just made your money back. Look at it. Here's Sylph, Warrior of Light, Lightning. There's a Lightning. Very nice. So these are non-hollows. Guess what? People still grade them. This is Opus 1, the very first Opus set for Final Fantasy. This is their own card set. See? This is their own card set, their own card game that they made. They're only licensing to Magic. This is their actual real card set. And you can collect these and grade them up. Prish. Layla. All right, we got a little Moogle as well. I'll toss that in. There you have it. Just got out of the shower. What? I'm dripping wet. All right. Very nice. Gabriel. Not too bad. Picking up a Tifa, man. Now, the better, if you didn't know this, the better thing would be to pull up the holographic version of that card. Now you're talking serious money for that. All right, Mr. Gabriel. Let's see. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Where are you? Oh, you must be in the red box. I think I did this exact same rotation last time, didn't I? Nope. No, you're not in here? What the actual effing F? Why do I have so much trouble finding your bag? Garrett. Gregory. Okay, so I must have missed you in the first box then. That's the only explanation. I was in the first box, and I looked in there, and I looked wrong. Garrett. Gavin. I don't see your bag. Where's your bag? Oh my God, I'm losing it. Losing my mind over here, guys. Not enough sleep. So we've got Game Boy. You're definitely not in box number 2. I'm just doing a careful look at box number 2. So you must be in box number 3. New. Oh, what? Are you saying you need a new bag? Gabriel Enriquez says new. No, you're a different guy. You're tricking me. You're a different guy. Or are you saying that you do need a new bag? Maybe I was thinking you had a bag because you were in a break. New bag. Oh my gosh. All right. I thought I'm like hallucinating over here. I definitely thought I was hallucinating. Here they are. All right. I thought that you definitely had a bag. You must have shipped it or something. And then you were in a break, and my brain was like, this guy's got a bag. He was even in a break. Okay. All right. Well, let's choose which box to put you in. I say we put you in this one. This is a pretty good box to get started in. All right. Good. Very nice. This music has been repeating for like 3 hours. Here's Steven Gonzalez. He'll try the Opus 1 as well. Yes, sir. Let's grab it, man. Opus 1. So once again, there's a huge pull in here that no one's gotten yet. It's the Cloud. Now, there's also a really good Sephiroth. He's number 2. So really good Cloud, really good Sephiroth. There's actually 2 different Clouds you can pull. One of them's more cartoonish than the other. Like, it doesn't look as good. Same with the Sephiroth. You can actually pull a cartoonish version of the Sephiroth. If you pull the good version, though, you're sitting on a nice, pricey card. Big flip. Here goes. So we check these commons first. You got Riku. She's a nice girl. Here's Yuge, Noosh, Chaos. All right. All of those are totally gradable. And now pack number 2. Thief, Black Mage, Time Mage, Dark Knight, Evoker. Oh, there's that Sephiroth, man. So that's the Sephiroth you want. You want the holo version. Again, you can totally grade the non-holo version. It's a nice card, and Final Fantasy cards are in style right now. I know I graded them when I got them. I graded the non-holo versions. All sold. All of them. Steven Gonzalez. Mr. Steven with an ST. Let's grab your box. I've seen that Mickey card a lot. That one? Nah, you're wrong, man. We sold like 2 Mickey cards lately. That's a fresh one. That one just got here. What you're thinking is that the Bubblegum Mickey card is always the star card. That's because I've ran the star card on Mickey Mouse cards for 3 times now. But that's actually a different one. We just put them up on the table like, I don't know, just the other day. Here it is. You can't make a monkey out of me. Bubblegum Mickey Mouse. This isn't a vintage card. This is an antique card from 100 years ago, everybody. 1935. 1935. Bubblegum card from 1935. All right. Open Morris's Corner Rolls. Heck yeah, dude. Well, Mr. Gabriel wants just that. He wants 3 packs of Opus 1. All right, you ready? I'm surprised we haven't been opening these ever since it became clear that the Final Fantasy set was popular. The Magic the Gathering one. These are way more affordable. You get more hits. 90 years crazy. That thing's older than my grandma. That's why nobody who opened those cards is alive today. They're all dead. So it's a very special thing. Here's Golem, Waka Flocka Flame, Laguna, Kefka. Okay, first pack. Yeah, it's a really impressive thing. Those are vintage Bubblegum Mickey Mouse cards. I really don't think they are a bad investment. Lorcana, even though I'm not going to probably participate too much on Lorcana, Lorcana is still popular. It's still going up. I just sold a case of Disney Lorcana for $1.4 thousand. I originally bought it for $700. That's the Lorcana like starter case. And so those cards are definitely, they've got a following. Look at that Chocobo. Hey, so that is Opus 1 Chocobo, man. Very nice. Here's Barrett, Yogg, Aerith, and Orlando Bloom. All right, lovely. Very nice. Okay. Good. Gabrielle. Let's go grab your bag again. Those are Opus 1 packs. We're trying to pull the very fancy, very valuable Cloud. There it is. He's not impossible to pull. All the pulls, all the hollow spot pulls just kind of rotate. So he's coming up eventually if we open enough of these. Okay, how about this? Let's get a little rotation going. Here's a little Eevee. It's an Eevee. Here's a Meowth. Here's an Ekans. Here's a Spidey Dark Ariados. So they got Spidey now. Back then they had Dark Ariados. Pretty cool, huh? But that is a PSA 10 Rocket Returns card. That's a nice card to add to your collection. All right, all right, all right, all right. Looks like we are clear. There's no more orders in the queue. Let me take a picture of this. See you. Click. Okay. And now we're going to take a picture for the feature channel of the Dark Ariados. Can I get the gum from those vintage Mickey Mouse packs so I can do a challenge? If only I knew how to obtain those, because I can't, there's no way to find that. Yeah, I've never seen an intact piece of gum from those Mickey Mouse bubblegum packs. I don't think there's a sealed pack that exists. Maybe there is in a museum somewhere, but yeah, I mean, that's museum quality card collecting right there, guys. That's what it is. If you don't have a bubblegum Mickey Mouse card, I feel like you're missing out. So, like, I graded like 50 of them, and I'm keeping 2 of them for myself and selling the other 48. And I can tell you, it's a very cool thing to have in your collection to look at, because it's just like having a piece of history. It's exactly like that. It's like something you'd run into in a museum, but instead of being in a museum, it's right in your hand. And so it's a very convincing thing to sell because it sells itself. It's a very cool thing. It's just this item that Disney, whether they've been controversial, whether you like it or not, Disney is one of the biggest, largest media entertainers in America. And, you know, you've heard Pokemon called the Disney of Japan, right? So, yeah, it's a very... Walt Disney had a very profound effect on the idea of producing content, making movies and all that, you know, like with his animated Snow White and all that. And so now you can collect those cards from 100 years ago, and it's just this really crazy museum level card. Really neat. So I've got more of those for sale. I've sold probably about half of them, so I'm running lower. And now the only ones that are left are starting to become the higher price ones. I started with the lower price ones. So the lower price Mickey Mouse cards, a lot of those were like $80. Now they're starting to be like at a higher tier look. So this one, for example, is actually a PSA 2. And look at this cert, it's 8.3. So this was not that long ago. They were graded very recent. This is a fresh slab, and it was freshly authenticated. So you know this is the real deal. And yeah, it's just super duper cool. Mickey and Minnie in 1935. Ooh, this one's real good. Look how clean the back of the card is. So you can actually, some of them you can't read the back. This one you can actually read the back. So this is a nice one. And people who are not experts in buying these will not know that, but you know it because you just watched these last 10 seconds. So now you know when the back is clean like that, it's a little more valuable. Because they can hand out a 2 to 1 of these cards, and it'll have a messed up back, but it'll still get a 2. So this one's good because the back's actually readable. Have you a Pokemon Rocket Team Japanese box? Heck yeah, we got all kinds of booster boxes of Team Rocket Pokemon. I got the old original Japanese Team Rocket boxes. I don't know what they're worth. I think they're worth like, I don't know. What are those worth? I think if I was able to sell the packs for, I don't know, maybe $350, probably like $360 a pack times 60. Wow, cool, 21,000 maybe? $21,000 booster box. Yeah, I got some old Japanese Rocket boxes. What do you think of that? Got the originals. So let's get a refresh on these slabs real fast. Here's Glassly. Oh, actually, let's get some people up here. Smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and type in TCC for the giveaway. There it is. Have you opened Merlin Magic message cards? I've seen other Merlin sets. Like I think I saw a Batman Merlin set, and I think I saw a Star Wars Merlin set. So I thought about offering those to the channel, but they were pretty niche. I was like, meh, not really necessary. Oops. Ooh, ooh. Here's Wiglet. Wiglet, you're in. Here's Nathan Gordon, you're in. Now, wait a second. I made a mistake here. We need to refresh the people in the queue. So, for the giveaway, I'm going to reset the giveaway so that only new people can get in. So, I'm resetting it. There it goes. So, now you have to type in TCC to get into that giveaway. You typing it in the past doesn't work anymore. You have to type it fresh. All right, so let's see. We do have a round here with Julio. What's up, man? Mr. Julio. Tick. He says, 1 English Azur Lane, first edition. Yes, where are we keeping those, by the way? English first edition, huh? You guys tired of this music yet? I feel like it's keeping the time really well. So I know we opened a fresh box of that. Did I put it in some special area after we opened it? Oh, I remember. It's not over here at all. I keep it over there. So, and then you want a Pokemon Dragon Pack. Yes, we have one of those right here. Right here. Good. How much money did you spend on Pokemon cards approximately? Woo! I don't know, man. That's a great question. Well, I don't know. I think in 1 year, I might spend around 500,000 to 700,000. Just a little bit. So if I've been doing that for 6 years, but now a lot of that gets resold, and then I shave some money off of the sale. There we go. Probably around 500,000 a year. That's probably how much I buy. Maybe a little more. Maybe about 600,000 a year. Damn. Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, you don't know this, but a big part of my job is actually spending money. I have to spend a lot. If I don't spend a lot, then I have nothing to sell. So every week I have to spend a lot of money, and it's fun at first. I mean, it's still kind of fun, but it's a job. It's definitely a job. You have to spend money. And Mister's killing it. Well, hold on. Just because I spend a lot doesn't mean that I make a lot necessarily. So I want you to understand that because, you know, there's money in and then there's money out. Is there a way to look that up? You know, it used to be really easy to look this stuff up. I don't know why they got rid of this. It used to be so easy to see how much money you spent and how much money came into your account on PayPal. They changed the whole stupid thing. All right. He secretly has a gold mine under his house. How much does sob away that make him? Well, $10. So when you sob away a much smaller slab, it's $10. And yes, we have been selling through these. We sold 2 to Louis, and then I think we sold 3 more. So that's like 5. And I only had 50 of them, and we had already sold a chunk. So my theory is I've got about 25 of these left, and then I'm out. And it's a nice one. This one has both Mickey and Minnie on it. I feel like when you have that, that's an advantage. Both Minnie and Mickey. Okay. How much does I weigh that Mickey? Is it worth it? I don't know how it works. Let me grab this. Now you should get the Charizard Catnip. Okay, so let's snip this. Very good. Well, he's the star card, so every time the star card gets pulled, you want to put this away? All right, I'll put this in the slab away for you. All right, there it is. Okay. Now let's grab this. Ready? Maybe this time around we won't do a Mickey Mouse card in the star card spot just because we've done it so many times. Maybe it's time to do something fresh there. Or something weird. Okay. Here's a holographic. Yeah, that Rhydon. Let's do the Rhydon. Rhydon next star card. There it is, Julio Chavez. Nothing real crazy popping out this time. You got Drampa. Drampa. Sorry, man. Drampa, he's my favorite. Nut. Okay. So if you're taking that one, we're going to make this one the new star card. There's two different star cards on the table. Did you guys know that? It's like a mini star card and a major star card. This is the mini star card right now. Okay, so if you watch that card, he'll rotate and he'll get a little cheaper all the time. And then the major star card is this guy right here. So when a break goes off and it has a star spot, this guy gets it. Never mind, the Charizard is not a break. I was wrong. And that $10 doesn't count toward the value, or does it? It does not count toward the value. What you've just done by paying $10 on this, you've rented it from me for 6 months. So you've rented it for 6 months for $10. Not bad. That's sort of like, what is that? It's like less than $2 a month, isn't it? It's like $1.80 or something. So for $1.80 a month, you've rented this slab for 6 months. That's actually very reasonable. And now you have 6 months to pay it off. Now, if you didn't need to do that, if you got plenty of cash on you, you don't want to use slab away. Just buy it outright. Slab away is really for people who want to do that. They want to rent the slab. They want to reserve it because they're going to earn it over time. So they see a good card and they want to earn it over time. So that's who slab away is really for. But if you got the cash in your pocket to buy this, don't use slab away. You're just going to waste money. Yeah, just buy it outright. And this one's $110. That's the price, by the way. It's essentially layaway. That's right. We call it slab away. Okay. Do you have a Mickey Gum card? I can slab away too. Yeah, I know you're actually a fan of Disney, so it would make a lot of sense that we find you a nice one. What is this? Oh, weird. Huh. Mr. John Paul Geraldo shared a really interesting card product with me. I'd never seen it before. Alvaro Molina, 1 Opus 1 Final Fantasy. Please let's see if my snipe luck has improved. Here we are. Oh, Alvaro, was I supposed to search for a bag for you? I can't actually remember now. I think we were. Were we supposed to search for a bag for you? We created a new bag for you. This is a stick-up, mister. No! Here's Red and Terra. Ooh, very nice. All right. Night, Red, Dark, and Moogle. You can keep the Moogle. He's pretty cute. All right. Very good. So, let's grab this. Look at that red. All right. What are your thoughts on Labubus? I really don't get it. They're just aesthetically not pleasing. Ultimately, I would be very afraid to speculate on those. They're not aesthetically pleasing. I feel that if it could have been a Labubus, it could have been anything. And whoever's pumping that market and feeding it all kinds of cash, one day they're going to get bored and they're going to really question if they've got a good investment on their hands. And when they start feeling that they might have bought something that wasn't a good investment, they're going to want to dump it. And that could be a lot of people pretty soon. You know, you're in the height of it. You're in the hype. You're in the FOMO portion where it's all, I did it. I got the cool Labubu. I got the best one. Everyone knows I got the good one. You're in that portion of it. Wait for a couple months to go by. And, you know, like Mothman once upon a time sold for $15,000, for example. Logan Paul was pulling him and talking about it. King Gary pulled it, was talking about it. $15,000 Kickstarter Mothman. I was talking about how he sold for $800 recently, and that was a good thing. 800's a lot now. So, you know, that's the Labubus in my eyes. Labubus, definitely a fast way to lose your money. I would not mess with it at all. Stay far away from Labubus. All right. For me, I didn't ask for a new bag. Doesn't matter. It wasn't anything special. I own some rare Disney merchandise. Be careful, Mr. has a moat around his house with sharks with laser beams attached to their heads. Did anyone get the black and white bundles at Pokemon Center by chance? They look like the little demons. Wow, I also collect Pokemon cards. Wow. Hey, what's up, Emily Lee? How's it going? Merlin stickers make those cards. Okay, so let me go get those Mickey Mouses for you, Mr. Alex, because it sounds like you might be interested in one. So I think I have 2 boxes. I think, yes, I have 2 boxes here. Plenty of Mickeys to choose from. Let me show you. Ready? All right, this is quality stuff. This is all I got left, really. So people keep picking out the good ones, and you ought to pick a good one out for yourself, too, before it's nothing left. All right. Bubblegum Mickeys, they're not a super fast seller, but I don't push them very hard either. Here goes. Okay, here's Mickey Mouse doing target practice. Here's Mickey Mouse in a car wreck. We'll give that one to Tammy. Fleas, go away and let me sleep. Here's Mickey and Pluto. Mickey Boy Scout. Now, this one's one of my favorites. Wait a second. Did I have 2 of these? So I have 2 of these. I didn't know that. So this is one of my favorites. Since I have 2 of them, I might offer the second one for sale, but the price will be very hefty. This is my favorite Mickey Mouse card out of the whole collection. I've seen the entire collection, and this is my favorite. It's Mickey with his arm around Pluto, and they're taking a selfie in 1935. That's what that is. Look, guys, that's a 1935 selfie. 90 years ago, they're taking a selfie together. See this camera over here? That's not like a prop camera. This is really how their camera looked in 1935. So this was high technology back then. That was the height of camera technology in 1935. That's like if it was a picture with an iPhone sitting on the table. So I'm really excited for this one card. I think it's really good. I might sell this one. I don't know what I would sell it for, though. So I'm going to put that to the side. I didn't know I had that. I didn't know I had 2 of them. I thought I only had 1 of them. Can I slap away the Mickey and Pluto? Sure, I was going to show off the rest if you want. Here's Mickey and Minnie. It's a nice one. I think that one tends to go for a lot. Here is... Okay, this one's really interesting because it's kind of like sexist. Well, I don't know if it's sexist, but it kind of feels that way slightly. You know, it's like she's knitting stuff. You know, it's a very old kind of girl kind of thing. And then he's just being like a jerk. Looks funny when she knits, doesn't she? Suppose she's a nitwit. Like, what? Where did this really rough humor come from? Because he's not that mean to Minnie in many of the other skits. But yeah, I don't know. I suppose she's a nitwit. What the hell? All right, so we got ironing out some of Mickey's difficulties. There's Minnie. She's ironing. Look at that one. Look how... Now, this one's just a 2, but look how vibrant this card is. So the back's not bad either. So I don't really agree with PSA's assessment on this one. This one's very pretty. I don't know how it got a 2, but I'm not seeing like huge creases. So when it comes to these really old cards, it's very common for them to be graded 1, 2, or 3. And that might not be what decides the real price. What sometimes decides the price is how vivid and bright is the card. This one's really bright compared to this one. This is only 1 grade different. And you can see there's a significant difference in quality between this card, which graded a 1, and this card, which graded a 2. It's a massive difference. So even though it's 2, we will ask a much better price on that one. Here is, and the cow one is cheap. By the way, these the magazines are like in Chinese or something. How cool is that? Another car wreck one. Apparently we have a lot of car wreck ones. Horseshoes, trombone. If you like music, that one might be good. Here's one with just Minnie on it. I wish the gum was saved. Yeah, me too, but unfortunately no. Here's one with like a Mickey logo almost. Pretty neat. Pluto, Let It Be. This was before the Beatles wrote the song Let It Be. It's Raining Cats and Dogs. That one's really cute. And we got 2 of those, actually. Raining Cats and Dogs. Oh, yeah, this one sold. We used to have more of these. This one, oh, man, that one's PSA 4. So what's interesting is that one's even graded kind of high. PSA 4 is a high grade on that. These are not easy to get high grades on. Some people do have high grades on theirs, but they're quite rare because these are from 90 years ago. They're quite old. So that was a PSA 4 you saw there. I got to sneeze. Man. All right. Man, what the hell? Woo! Are you awake now, guys? Apparently people are getting paid from a big lawsuit won recently by Disney employees from 2019. Oh my gosh. All right. Mickey serving dinner. It's very nice. Mickey wants dinner from the chicken. The chicken didn't look like that's a normal thing. Pluto's just carrying dynamite, I suppose. This is a real nice one. This one looks extra old for some reason. Another nitwit. A much nicer Let It Be. So the other one was kind of not as clean. Here's another. Suppose She's a Nitwit. So we got 3 of the Nitwit ones. Those are really mean. Suppose She's a Nitwit. Okay, more Let It Be. This one's really... So this one tends to be the most expensive one on eBay. This is the self-portrait of Walt Disney. So he drew these cards, I believe, and that is him. So that's him drawing Mickey. So there you have it. Aren't these illustrated? I thought I read these were illustrated by him, but that's a very desirable one. It's a self-portrait of Walt Disney himself. All right. How many spots left in the Manga Nami? Plenty of spots left. It's 3 spots deep currently, but there's plenty of spots. Wow, this one's almost a white color rather than a yellow color. That's really impressive. Look, Mickey in a row with Minnie, right? A row. Some of you guys might not have caught that. That's some old language. Only us boomers remember it. That face sure looks familiar. My, what pig eyes you have. Once again, she's got a camera in her hand, and it's an old 1935 camera. Pretty interesting. We barely see Clarabelle in anything. Yeah, she's in a couple of these. That's an awful blow to me, Mickey. Here's, oops. Yeah, Clarabelle's in this one over here, huh? All right. So I got all these. They're all for sale. I'm keeping about 2 of them for myself for sure, my favorite ones. And yes, I really enjoy the Mickey cards. I happen to own a complete set of the June Kosa Mickey cards, so I feel pretty well invested in the Mickey cards already without owning all the bubblegum cards. But I'm probably going to keep this one, and I have another copy of this, and it's in better condition, so I'm probably going to keep both of these. I like these the best. Mickey Mouse takes a selfie with Pluto. I might sell this one. Choose Mickey and Pluto for me. All right, let's get that Mickey and Pluto back out. Now my nose is all snuffly. You got it. Mickey Pluto. So here's a there's the Fleas one. Here's a, oh, that's Minnie. Minnie, what's this one? They're cooking. The castor oil one, Cats and Dogs. That's a Let It Be. The Hoopy one's very popular. That one's really, really expensive, though. I got to warn you, because it's a 4. So here's what we got, Mr. Alex. We got Fleas Go Away and Let Me Sleep. Take It, You'll Feel Better. That's a lot of oil, Mickey. Castor oil. So he's trying to feed him castor oil, because back then that's what they did if you had a stomach problem. Let It Be, Pluto. Let It Be. And Let's Make Hooky. Now, the Hoopy one's graded 4. So if you really want this one, it's going to cost a lot more than the rest. This is a 1.5, this is a 2, and that's a 1.5. So what do you think? Propose to wake up in an hour. No. Let It Be, Let It Be. All right, that's a good one. Let It Be, Pluto, Let It Be. Cool. There we are. And I'm going to go put these away, and I'm going to keep this selfie one, because I'm a selfish jerk. I like these selfie ones so much. All right, I'm back. So, Mr. Alex, this one's a 2, and it's 115. Let's try and get a price on the Let It Be. Mickey, 1935, Let It Be. And it looks like, when we sort these by cheapest, oh, there's the reprint. Okay, so this is perfect. Look, there's somebody who listed it for 120. Yeah, it was me. So I guess I never took it down from eBay. So this one right here. Now, there's actually 4 watchers for that one. Yeah, look, 4 people are watching it. So there it is. We listed it for 119, and I tell you what, I'll do 13% off that for you. How about So it looks like it comes out to about 104. Yeah, we'll do, let's do 100, tell you what, let's round it up to 105, make it simple, okay? 105, I think that's a good price. It looks nice on paper, it's easy to remember. Okay, 105. Alexis listed that for me. Forgot about that. That also means I need to take it down off of eBay, if you guys will just give me a moment. Let it be. Okay, that didn't work. Let's try 1935. Okay. Here it is. So we're going to go ahead and end this item. Okay. There it is. Now, you'll need to send in an order to put this in the slab away for $10. Who's next? Who is next? Who's been waiting? We have an order from Mr. Hawk, and he is putting this one into slab away. Here you go, Mr. Hawk. Okay. I have to wait, though. What? Well, I'll set it to the side for now. Okay, Mr. Alex, I'll set it to the side for a minute. Not a rush, really, because I've had that card for a long time as it is. All right, but don't leave it there indefinitely. So, Mr. Hawk, we're going to set you up right over here. July 25, Hawk, Kamek, PSA, Mickey, 1935, $115. Actually, it was $110. Okay, and it's ready to go. You're in slab away now. So you got a slab to pay down. I meant other question, but I sent for slab away. Oh, okay, never mind. Thought I misunderstood. Gabriel, who waited a while, 13 minutes of waiting. That's a long wait. That feels like forever sometimes. Here it is. All right. Okay. What do we got? What do we got? Aerith, Dragoon, Black Mage, Sephiroth, Zack, Yuffie, Cosmo. You got that nice Sephiroth, man. That's really good. All right, we also got Zack, Black Mage, the Aerith. It is. Did I miss the giveaway? You missed it! No! All right, that's for Gabriel. How could you miss it? There we go. Nice. Here are two gym breaks. Arturo's waiting in the Hello Kitty gym break. Ah. Drowsy, Magikarp, Sandshrew, and Suicune. Lovely cards. We have a round now from Mr. Alex. Slab me one gum card of your choosing. So, Alex, you only needed $10 for this slab away. That means the other 10 goes toward the slab. All right, Mr. Alex. Mickey 1935, $105, $95 remains. All right, we're all set. Let's just get your name on it. Good. All right. Sweet. Birds would steal turkey legs from people. Where? In Disney? The giant steroid turkey leg. I ate a whole turkey leg and corn at Disney once. You know, I've never been to Disney. I've been to Six Flags like a million times, the St. Louis Six Flags. And then I've been to Silver Dollar City out here in Branson, Missouri. Maybe I've gone there about 6 or 7 times. It's actually wonderful. I love it out there. I wish I could go all the time. It's too far away, though. Yeah, we have to take a bit of a car drive to get there, but it's really awesome. It's some really good times there. Branson, Missouri has that Silver Dollar City, and the roller coasters are strangely impressive. Like, they've got these really beautiful views of the Ozark Hills, and they can be pretty aggressive and fast, and it's just, they don't have, like, infinite roller coasters, but the ones they have, each one is, like, really thoughtful. Like, they've got a real style going for each of them. And they've got a ton of food. They just do food everywhere. Food, candy, popcorn, ice cream, funnel cakes. You can't escape it. It's everywhere. So everyone's walking around the park stuffing their faces and getting their calories burned. And no, it's cool. I like it out there. I bought a Disney pass and went lots of times. What is it like? You like it? Is it worth it? Did you feel like it was worth it? Maybe if I lived near a Disney, I'd buy a Disney pass. Whew. Tough night, man. Just move there, lol. Just move where? Let's go ahead and move this to the front. The slab away. Alex, I'm putting you up here. You made a purchase. I'm going to put you up here real fast. Okay. And am I missing anyone? Gabriel. Putting you up here, Mr. Gabriel. Okay, lovely. The pass is for speed. Go with Karis. I'm missing. You're missing? What do you mean you're missing? Thank you, boss. It's 4:14 a.m. in the morning. I think I'm just going to wrap up early. That's what I'm thinking. You know, I haven't gotten a lot of sleep, and it wouldn't be such a bad thing if I got some sleep tonight. So I might wrap up a little bit early, guys. See what the mail drags in tomorrow. And just call it a day for now. So what do you guys think about that? Hop off a little early? If I get 2 boxes of Holo Live Summer, could I get all the cards to make a deck? If you buy that right now, I will open it and keep the stream running, and you can have all the cards in the world. There are breaks. Please send a poker part 2 for grading. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I swear. Get your rest. Yeah, I don't mind getting the rest because I am missing a lot of rest, actually. Jaliver says, done. All right, let me go get 2 Holo Live Summers. Did it in the summertime. Ooh, I have a drink here. So I actually only have 4 boxes of this left. I'm going to go end the eBay listing. Those have been selling on eBay. So we don't know what's come out of them. All right. Whew. Payment is underway. Payment's what? Underwear? Now, let's jump over here. Ba-doo-ba-doo-be-doo-be-doo-be. Dooby-dooby-dooby-doo-doo. Holo Live. We are going to end listing. We sold a whole bunch of these. Hey, the music finally stopped. Is it because it paused? Oh, it just paused. Manganami, how many spots left? Yes, Manganami, you are not in trouble because there's plenty of spots left. 3 people are in there deep, and so there's 10 spots remaining on this Manganami. Huzzah! She's very excited. Now, again, there's 2 boxes of this left. Maybe there will be a stamp in it. I don't know. Set that to the side for now. All right, we got Mr. Julio. 2 boxes of Hololive Summer. Nice, 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 nice. 3 people deep and Nami. The Disney chocolate bars I bought are from the year 1995. You all ever see these TikToks where they eat old food? Yep, crazy stuff. The future is here. Finally. Where would I be without my videos of people doing things they shouldn't be doing? Okay. All right. And in the night with Konnichiwa. All right. It doesn't have to end. If you guys send in an order, I'll keep going. We're technically supposed to run till 5:30. It's 4:14, 4:18. It's just a bit slow tonight for some reason. It was a bit slow all this week, actually, I suppose. Yeah, it was a bit slow. You know, people spend a lot of money on collectibles, and then they take a break. They go, I got to take a break from this. But also, this is the summertime. It's really not supposed to have been busy at all. Like, we've had impressively busy weeks this summer. Summertime for Pokemon cards starts pretty much right at the end of April. Because after people spend their tax return money, usually the Pokemon hobby just kind of collapses for a little while. Sales really do decrease after the end of April. But this year, it's just been crazy, crazy, crazy. No slowdown at all, it seems. Here we are. Bloop. Ready? Okay, we got the blue-haired girl. Oh. We also, by the way, we also have the Elite Sparks. Oh, look at that. Lucky day. Yeah, this was a fresh case. They were buying it up on eBay. I'm glad you got that stamp. I would prefer you get it. I don't know the people on eBay. They're strangers. Although, you know, if they get it, there's nothing wrong with that. But I like it better when you get lucky. So I prefer the luck goes toward you. But there you go. Look at that. Nice stamp. Oh, so that's why I got paid early, because of Juneteenth. What? When's Juneteenth? Today's the 19th of June. Can you guys believe that? We're heading into July soon. Give it one more week, everybody. Here's Meow Girl. Meow. What about me, mister? What? What do you mean, what about me? What can I help you with, Mr. Hawk? Do you need to go on this? Maybe I need to put him on there. Are you on a delay? I don't know if Hawk's on a delay. People get paid this Friday, so most average customers have gone through their spending money already. Here we are. Here's a sweet Konnichiwa girl. Konnichiwa. I want some luck. Yeah, we got to get you some luck, man. We got to get you some nice pulls. Yeah, well, I want you to have all the luck, too. You know why? Because you're also here. Yeah, the eBay people, I don't know them. There we go. We have been liquidating our card sets on eBay recently to prepare to move. That's what we've been doing. And one of the sets that was chosen to be liquidated was this Hololive set. It's actually on sale. Mr. Julio, you got a nice pull there. All right, congratulations on that. I'm 16, so I don't have money. No money. You gotta get a job. You are. I had money when I was 16 because I was working for my dad. I had to start working for him when I was 13, though. And so it was kind of like child labor, I suppose. And I didn't get to go to public school like a normal kid and do sports and fun, nice things like that. I was forced to help him. No. Thanks for the haul. No problem, man. Let's get you guys up here. Mr. Hawk should be up here for sure. Here you go, Mr. Hawk. Number 7 is going to be Mr. Julio. Yeah, I'm homeschooled. You're homeschooled too? That's cool. Why are your parents homeschooling you? My parents were very religious types, and they didn't trust the government. They didn't want me to go to school. They didn't want me to get vaccinated. I never got vaccinated as a kid. So I was never vaccinated, and they were paranoid that vaccines caused autism or something. And then on top of that, they were worried that public school would teach me like bad morals or something like that. They're like, oh no, you'll do drugs. Dang, that sucks. High school rocked. I know. Well, luckily enough, around the high school time period, we joined a Homeschools Association of St. Louis, and that really made a very big difference in my life. It was it was the largest homeschool group in Missouri. At the time, there were around 500 families, all different ages, though. You know, when you're in school, you probably mostly mix with people just closer to your age. But we had, at the Homeschool Association, all ages, from like a baby to all the way to graduating. So it felt very crowded because of that, because there was just everyone in one room, you know. And it was at a private school at a church. And I don't know how I don't really understand how they rented it to us, because it seemed like it was meant to have actual school children there. So it must have been a school that nobody was using or something. Had to have been. I have a disease, so they don't want me to get sick, and the world is unsafe now. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there was always three types of homeschoolers. There was the paranoid parents who were worried about something. There was the gifted children. These children were exceptionally intelligent, and their parents didn't think that public school mattered to them. And then there was kind of the kids who didn't fit in very well in public school, so they got bullied a lot, and their parents pulled them out for that reason. So those the three main homeschoolers. There's like different types. Okay, did we get you in there? So, Mr. NHCC, let's get you in that mangy. Did I do this? There you go. She been admitted to the psych ward. Who has? The local $5 donut lady went off the deep end and closed her shop, tried putting other businesses on blast. Her kids made a post that they left the state because she forced them to work for no pay. She's been admitted to the psych ward. Oof. Jesus, man. Woo. There we are. She's been around the fryer too long. Get her away from the donut fryer. Clear her head up. Whoa! What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 people in the manga. Is that correct? I've clearly not been keeping up with the number on the manga. There's 6 people in here. Yo, this manga is going to go off in another day. Let's see. I'm in 9th grade. You're in 9th grade. Okay, so you're a, what do they call that? Freshman? Is it a freshman? Yeah, those were really important years to me. I got to hang out with other kids my age, the Homeschool Association. And there were cute girls, and I made friends with guys. Chris Kenny, Lewis Hannigan, James Hannigan, Joshua Schmidt. I went to his wedding later. Joshua Schmidt, Daniel Gomez, Joseph Gomez. Yeah, I made friends at that age, and I felt that was very important, actually, even as a homeschooler. I keep making CS. What's CS? Computer science? The donut slap, too. Nah, first spot. Thanks, mister. Makes me sad. She always nice to my face, and I help promote her just like people are shifty. Hoping everything works out. Well, she's not in danger. I don't think. Homeschool kids aren't in danger. They just, they're at risk of not having maybe like the same level of education or maybe the same level of social experiences. I did not get educated very well at all by homeschooling. It was terrible education, but I did have good social experiences. I did. It's the truth. Actually, the Homeschooling Association was very nice. Everyone there was no like sex, no holding hands. There was no pressure to perform or nothing like that. You know, they kind of kept the boys and the girls watched over, chaperones and all that. And so there was this sort of low pressure sort of feeling, low pressure environment where you could just be friends with each other, and there was no pressure to hook up or do anything inappropriate. A lot of the people there were very wholesome types, so that's just how it is. A lot of the homeschoolers are kind of like sensitive people almost. And so there were a lot of wholesome types. There wasn't a lot of shenanigans. There was no drugs, no violence, no bullying. Actually, there was a really strong culture of anti-bullying. So like if somebody had autism or they clearly were like the type that didn't fit in very easily, the leaders in the homeschool group would remind everyone, they'd gather everyone in a speech, and they'd be like, reminding you got to bring them in and be nice to them. So there was a really strong culture of that in a homeschool group. And it's like, if I had a kid, I wouldn't mind them growing up in that environment either. It's a very nice environment. But I would want them to have a very competitive education, though. So that's the difference. Because I don't think homeschooling can produce the best education. The kid has to self-teach, basically. So if you have a child that self-teaches really well, homeschooling can work, but only because the kid sits down and opens the book on their own anyways. IFCF, cystic fibrosis, nerve pain is the worst. I did not fit in with the others, says Cool Knuckles. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Cool Knuckles. Yeah, my wife, she was public schooled. She talks about some of the downsides to public schooling is that in the high school years, everything's becoming very sexualized, she said. So she felt a lot of pressure to sort of like, dress certain ways, behave certain ways. And she never hooked up with anyone, and so she felt kind of like lame for that. And there's cliques, people like group up and then kick you out of their group, and there's a lot of bullying, and there's a lot of comparing each other. So the homeschool group was very much the opposite of that. It was very Christian, very accepting, low pressure is how I would describe it. Like if you're this person who wasn't well socially accepted, that was like normal. Everyone was expecting that. They're like, yeah, we're all not very well socially adapted. So please come on in and just relax, So there was this very good low pressure atmosphere. It was a very good thing. And, but yeah, Karis mentions when she was in public school, there was this really bad thing where if you were one of the smart kids, you got beat up for being smart. And she was one of the smart kids. She was like, it was her and some Indian kids were really smart, and they were constantly bullied for it. So she said the kid who would get the worst grade in school would be like, considered almost cool. And then they'd bully the people who got too good of a grade, like they're goody two-shoes or something. And it wasn't like a light thing. It was like a pretty mean thing, apparently. So that was her gripe with the public school system. She also noted other things that she definitely noted that wealthier kids had a huge advantage in public school. She says, they just performed better on tests. They had better parents. They had better tutoring and stuff like that, better extra after-school activities, all this other stuff. So she was mentioning there was a lot of unfairness in public school. It was an interesting thing. She talks about it from time to time. She and I both have a great interest in education, actually. We like the subject of education. My parents are very religious. Yeah, see, that's not a surprise. A lot of homeschooling parents are very religious, and they don't like the shenanigans at public school. Julio Chavez says he'll take the last 2 boxes. Heck yeah, dude, let's do it. All right. So I'm officially sold out of the HoloLive Summer. Actually, do I have any spare packs? Let's see if I have any spare packs. We have a couple spare packs. Here they are. How many do we have? I can't get them out. There we go. So there's 3 spare packs. Okay. I'll do you a deal on these if you want. If you buy one of them, I'll give you 2 others. It's buy 1, get 2 free, Mr. Julio. So buy 1, get 2 free on those last packs. And I'm going to go mark these as sold out. How nice. We got rid of something. Yeah, there were some families in the Homeschool Association that were hyper religious. The girls wore veils and gloves. And it was like Amish kind of stuff. And it was very fascinating. I mean, I didn't hate it. It felt odd, though. Like, I was embarrassed to, like, look at them. Because I'd be like, I'm not, like, offending you if I look at you. Am I? Like, what the hell? All right. $6 on it. Sounds good. Okay. So now we'll get rid of that. Good. I'm not, if I look at you, am I hurting your purity? I'm sorry I looked your way. No, we did a lot. We did, it was a Catholic group, by the way, and we did like all these prayers in Latin and all this crap, and it was an interesting time. I really don't hate it. It was a nice time in my life. I think it helped that in general in that group, in the Homeschool Association, I did pretty well. I was well-liked among the kids of my age. It is. So there was kind of a nice thing going. My parents put me in a Catholic school for a bit in my younger years. I hated Fluoride Day. Gotta swish the fluoride. What? The gender identity politics is enough of a reason to not go to public school. Yeah, that definitely doesn't exist in a Catholic homeschool group. I suppose that part's true. I mean, back in back in the early 2000s. I couldn't even imagine that, dude. I think people should appreciate that even. In the year, I think I graduated 2007 or 2006, I can't remember. But in the year that I graduated, in the 4 years before that, the idea of transsexuality would have just been considered like, I don't know, like to the Catholics, like demonic or something. They'd have been like, no, that's definitely really, really horrible and wrong. We don't allow that. And so now it's 2025, and it's like, that's standard, that's normal. The Supreme Court actually just ruled on that, that a bill sort of banning gender change affirming care, I think it was in Tennessee or something, they banned it, and the Supreme Court upheld the ban, said that, yeah, you're allowed to ban it if you want to. And so, gender change advocates were kind of upset about this, and then people on the other side were happy for it. And it's very fascinating because today it is a subject that we're still talking about, and there's still a lot of thought and philosophy going on around it, but it was a very different time in the past, and people today are still fighting over it, It's an ongoing fight. Here we are. Land of the free, huh? Yep, wasn't even a thought back then. I was homeschool. I had one. Yeah, well, if you go back far enough, there was a lot of bad stuff, There was... progress isn't always a bad thing. That's my point. Right, like there's a lot that's happened over time, Here we are. There's been a lot of progress in society, and I don't think progress is always a bad thing. Here, let's snip this. All right. Very nice. Okay. Tossing this over here. I once couldn't stop laughing at the Sunday school class when the teacher kept going on about oils and incense. Oils and incense. There was a lot of incense in the Catholic Church. That's what made it smell so good. Here we are. Ooh, very nice. I remember when I was younger, I got sent to an altar boy camp during a summertime period with the other guys from the Homeschool Association. And I have to say, it was one of the best summers I ever had. It was one of the best summers. I went to this giant, I don't remember what it was. It was this giant cathedral-like building in the middle of nowhere. It was kind of like this private place. And it was where the sisters hung out. So the sisters would hang out there, like nuns, right? And they had their habits and all that. That's their cloak and all that. And you went out there and you were learning how to be an altar boy, and it was awesome. We got to do sports every day. They had like nice food. You'd go inside this giant cathedral, like super old building made out of stone. I love architecture, so I love those old, Christian buildings, the old Roman buildings. I love those things. And I never forgot this, actually. This was a really, besides the fact that I really enjoyed the company of the guys there. They're smart guys, man. They're smart and athletic. But I never forgot this. There was this super hot nun. I never forgot that. And I was thinking the whole time, what are you doing here? Very, very good, attractive looking nun. And she wore glasses and she had reddish hair. And I was like, why are you here? You don't belong here. You're too good looking. It just didn't make any sense. Here we are. I'm not a dad yet, 1 month to go, but I never was able to stay a whole year. I went into school in 1st, 2nd, and 5th. A giant island with a white mansion. No. All right, what we got here? Ooh, mister, that's a sin. Well, not for me. Maybe for the nun. Not for me. I wasn't a nun. I wasn't a nun or a brother or a priest or any of those things. Here we are. Whoa! Actually, maybe it is a sin. I don't know. Would it be a sin to tempt a nun? Hold on. Wait a second. I gotta ask ChatGPT this because I bet it knows all the Catholic rules. In Catholic law, is it okay to try and start a legitimate romance with a nun? All right, let's see. It is not okay to pursue a romantic relationship with the nun who took the vow, because she is considered married to the church. Technically, she can leave the process if she hasn't taken her perpetual vow. Wow. Can a nun renounce her perpetual vow and we get married in the church. Yes, a nun can renounce her perpetual vows and later marry in the Catholic Church, but it's serious, rare, and complex. Wow. The Pope has to... The agreement to be let go of your vow has to come directly from the Pope? Bro. Okay. So, I mean, to me that says, no, you're not allowed to do it, but maybe. That's what that says. Mr. still sinning to this day. I don't know. I was curious. I want to know. So if she's taken the perpetual vow, it is a sin to pursue her, but apparently she can renounce the vow. Here it is. I don't know. Married to the church for life. There it goes. The Pope can set you free from your perpetual vow to the church. I guess the other thing you could do is just swear off the Catholic Church and just go to a different Christian denomination. Boom, you're done. I mean, it's not even complicated. Here it is. But, you know, usually when people are that deep into a religion that they become part of the religious order, they can't, you know, they can't let go of their beliefs and everything. It's impossible. Oh, all right, there we go. Here we have it. They are all open. Renounce the vow, say goodbye to heaven. Not if the Pope says you can renounce it. But, yeah, I guess you'd have to ask the Pope. What the hell? Dear Pope. The Pope, he didn't want to let King George or whatever it was, King Charles, one of those guys, he didn't want to let that king in England to divorce his wife and have goopy boopies with another one. And that's why they have the Anglican church over there, because he wanted the Pope to let him free of his marriage. And the Pope said, nah, you're married, bro. And he's like, that's it. Kill all the priests, kill all the bishops, get all these guys out of here, burn the churches down. We're not Catholic anymore. Dang, dude. And that's why the England's got the Anglican church, not the Catholic church. And it's like it's just funny because it's a almost 90% copy and paste of the Catholic church. They're like, we're almost Catholic. Here we are. At the end of the day, the nun is married. Can't try to get with that, I suppose. Nah, mister, it's like you tempting your married neighbor. Nah, she's not married, though, you know? She's not married. It's a perpetual vow not to use your vagina. It's not the same as actually being married to another person. Here we are. Ooh, look at that. Dear Lord, I solemnly swear I'll never use this coochie. She married to the game, dog. Yeah, apparently. All right, but no, I never forgot that. I never forgot that about the altar boy camp, the hot nun. Here we are. Let's see. And I was shocked because I thought, why would a hot girl sign up to be a nun? Most of the nuns were just sort of plain Janes a little bit. They just looked like, you know, normal girls. But like, let's say this girl right here was like, you know what? I'm going to be a nun. And you're like, what? Why? Why? That doesn't make any sense to me. Think about that for a second. Let that dwell in your spirit. Amen. Seriously, let that dwell in your brain. If you ran into a super hot girl and she's like, I'm a nun, you'd be like, what? The one and only. My neighbors are old. You tell yourself that, mister. Whatever makes you sleep at night. At the end of the day, the nun's married. She married the game dog. Nami, a nun. Yeah, imagine she's got all the clothing on, but then you kind of get a sense of what she's got underneath the robe, and you're like, wait a second. They ain't telling you nothing. Wait a second. This nun doesn't make any sense to me. All right, guys. What an interesting stream we've had. I don't know. What genie is that? The forbidden fruit. Yeah, exactly. Eaten from the apple tree. All right. Why we always depict Adam and Eve as eating an apple? I don't understand. Why couldn't it have been like a peach? Peaches are way juicier, dude. Or a banana. All right. You ain't getting none. Oh my gosh, Nami in a nun outfit. Ugh. All right, guys, enough of that. I got to hop off now. Tomorrow will be the Thursday stream. I do not intend to miss it. I'm going to go relax. I'm going to go try to get some sleep. I'll see you there, okay? See you later, everyone. The organic Lizzie, mister. What?